one.
DJ, we live.
Alright, what it do, what it do? Welcome to the Inner Circle Podcast. This is going to be our first episode, but not our last episode, you feel me? I'm your host, DJ Two Times. You can just call me DJ for short. I got my two co-hosts with me, Forever Young and my boy Red Reaper Blaze. And we're going to get this thing popping. Like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends, and tell your friends' friends, you feel? Because I'm telling you what, this is going to be one of the most entertaining podcasts you're ever going to see. We're going to shoot the shit. We're going to be politically incorrect. We're going to say some shit to piss people off.
Boy, God.
It don't really matter because, you know what I'm saying, G? Because we're going to say whatever we feel and how we feel. You know what I mean? Because that's just what this podcast is about. It's called the Inner Circle for a reason. You either in the circle or you're not. You're rolling with us or getting rolled up on. You feel me? So other than that, man, I'm gonna introduce myself, man. I'm live over here from Belleville, Illinois. I'm really on Scott Air Force Base, but you know, I'm closer to St. Louis, so I say it like that. It's easier, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Recognize this face, remember this face. You won't see it a lot. My boy Forever Young, my boy Red Reaper Blaze. They brothers. They don't look like it, but yeah, I mean, either way, we all family. We all family here, you know what I mean? I've been knowing these cats since I was about 15 years old. Literally half of my life. So we close, we tight knit. My boy Forever Young, I want you to introduce yourself next since you're right next to me on the camera, my boy.
Okay, you can, for purposes, you can just call me Forever Young. Pretty laid back guy. Got a lot of hobbies, a lot of professions, and a lot of job opportunities. This is one of them, and I'm super excited about starting this podcast. Hopefully, we can pick up a following. Hopefully, we can produce some really great content and just spin this thing up, man. So, yeah, you'll hear more about me throughout the podcast, man. There's so much going on in my life, so I'd love to jump into it, but that's enough for me right now.
Yeah, you know, this boy DJ.
Hell yeah, first things first, before we move on to you, Red Reaper channel, that boy.
Can't hear shit from this nigga, bro.
That boy cut out.
Hey, so look, I'm just letting y'all know, the boy DJ Two Times, it's storming over where he at. It's storming, yeah, it's storming where he at. So he having a little technical difficulties. So he, you know, if y'all see him cutting in and out during the video, bear with us. You know what I'm saying? It's storming and raining and all type of shit out there. Cause he weak as fuck and he not out here with us in Texas where the real niggas at. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But let me get right to this. You know what I'm saying? One thing.
It's raining where I'm at, but you.
Hey, this nigga looks stupid as shit. I'm just saying.
Talk about things go bad when they go bad.
Man.
Yeah, I don't mean to talk over you, DJ, but can't nobody hear you.
Okay, well, say, I mean, we on Forever Young right now, bro. So, what I want you tell the people like what you say you got a lot of business shit that you do right now, bro. I want you to tell the people what you working on, because I know you got your book, I know you got your poker shit, I know you got your warehouse job, whatever. You got a lot of options of where you can make money and focus on, and I want you to elaborate on that just to get that out there.
Okay, I guess just to open it up, let people get to know me. So, if you follow my social, I'll start with the poker first. I have built up a following on poker. I do online poker. I play live poker, and I post hands and talk about my thought processes throughout those hands. Why I'm betting what I'm betting, why I'm doing what I'm doing, or why I'm bluffing. What hands I'm targeting, trying to bluff. A lot of times I'm gonna get called. A lot of times, you know, they just have a hand that I'm not targeting. So I like to talk my way through my thought processes in those aspects. And one of the cool things about just the poker and my social media platforms, I monetized my Facebook platform before I had the 10,000 followers. Like, you have to have 10,000 followers, and then you can open up the monetization for Facebook. But the thing about it is if you're a new creator on Facebook and you post a video and it goes viral, they'll waive the following settings. So they'll allow you to monetize your Facebook platform, and get paid for views, get paid for ads on your stream, allow people to send stars, and allow people to do all of those things if you have a video that goes viral.
Yeah.
And, one of my very first videos, I'm talking about, I posted two
With the ducks?
videos.
Is that the one with the ducks?
Yeah, with
Hey.
the Pocket Deuces.
Yo.
The Pocket Deuces.
Real
Those
shit.
hit almost a million.
A million views, bro.
On multiple platforms.
Crazy.
On TikTok, it hit a million views.
Yeah.
On both of my Facebook, I was originally posting to my my normal Facebook page, and then I started a professional page and tied it to my Facebook, my original page, because I didn't want people knowing like my personal life, and people on the internet can get kind of hateful, honestly, and I didn't want my personal information out there, so I made a professional page, and I reposted the video, and the same video got a million views, roughly. We'll call it a million. In actuality, it was like 900,000 views within the first couple weeks. And so Facebook allowed me to monetize my regular page and my personal page. So from there on out, I haven't been looking back. I've been just on my grind, playing poker, getting into tournaments. I've actually been on a really heavy
Yeah, because you just won that big
working.
tournament a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I won a pretty decent tournament on ACR, America's Card Room. If you're on Twitch, if you're following us from Twitch, if you're on Facebook, Layman Poker is my name. So
And spell that
Layman
out for him.
Poker, Layman Poker, Poker. That's my Facebook page. Just check me out. And then on Twitch, obviously you see my name beneath my luxurious beard. You know what I'm talking about? Forever Young 23. Follow me on Twitch. I really appreciate it. So follow those things. So that's what I'm doing with my poker.
Hey, you know this nigga DJ can't grow no fucking beard, bro. Look,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And then,
Hey,
you know,
wow, G.
I'm gonna fast track this last one. I'm also writing a book. I don't have it copyrighted yet, and I'm still going through the processes there. So I don't really want to put too much information out about that. And then, you know, other than that, I'm a full-time employee. I work about 55 hours a week at my normal job. So everything else is like on my day off or when I get off the few hours I have. So that's my current situation right now.
No, I feel that for sure. Definitely waiting on the book to come out, bro. Like I said, me and Young, we've talked about this.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that intro, my boy. Is it?
DJ, I'm gonna need you. You gonna have to play the back row today, bro. But so definitely, I'm waiting on the book to come out because me and Young, we've definitely talked about this, you know, with the whole family and everything. He's explained it, dude. It's like a 4-series book. Like, it's crazy. When he starts releasing it, we're definitely gonna have to talk about it on the stream. When he gets a little bit more into it and everything. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm lazy. I don't really do that much. You know what I'm saying? I work security at a bar. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the time I'm a gamer. So you know, I stream playing Apex, and that's usually what I spend my time on. Or a big anime nerd. I'm a huge anime nerd. Like, if you can name an anime, I've probably seen it. I ain't gonna lie. Anime, I read a lot of books. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of like into like Harry Potter, Aragon, Twilight, you know, shit like that. I'm starting this new book about these dragons and stuff. So, you know, I'm not gonna put no names out there just cause it ain't my place to. But I'm really big in that. But for number one thing, Harry Potter. Can't nobody beat me in Harry Potter. I'm talking about
Beating you in Harry Potter.
trivia
Like
and Harry Potter knowledge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about, look, like, you come up and I'll put this challenge out there. You know what I'm saying? I said it once before. I'll put this challenge out there. Anybody that thinks they could beat me in Harry Potter knowledge, I will have a segment on one of these videos where I will put you on here
Adam.
And I'll add you to the stream, and we can go question for question. And I promise you,
Yeah,
Hey.
we'll put up some.
Hey,
type of
hey,
time.
hey, speaking of which, I was talking to my wife, G. I got somebody for you, bro. She said she knows somebody who's a big Harry Potter nerd that she said will out nerd your ass.
you
on Harry
crazy.
Potter.
It's
I'm working-
listen. It's physically
I'm
impossible.
working on getting her on the stream.
Okay, for sure. But look, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is it's to the point of a obsession. Like, I have literally read / listened to on audiobooks the Harry Potter book, all 7 of them, over 70 times in my lifetime. Can I?
Hey, I'm gonna say this because that's funny you said that, 'cause that shit used to piss me off. Me and this nigga would be headed to the club and this nigga would have an audiobook playing, a Harry Potter dude and a British voice playing. I'm like, where's
Yes.
this shit? Oh,
Yes.
you listen to an audiobook on the way to the club.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, see, look, exactly, bro. See, people, you know what I'm saying? Now, don't look, you know what I'm saying? People look at me, they see the face tattoos, tatted up, and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they automatically assume I'm a hood nigga. I'm really not. Like, half my room is like a gaming station. I mean, you know, whatever. It be like that. You can't nobody beat my ass though, so you know what I'm saying? But damn, but hey, I will say that though, I do really big on audiobooks. Like, so when I'm driving, I'm not really a music head. So DJ 2 Times, this nigga real big music head. Shout out to DJ. He makes his own beats. Nigga, he got songs out. You know, you can check him out when it's his turn. When he not lagging and dagging all over this motherfucking stream, he could probably promote his shit. But he got his own song. He really big into music. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm really big into books. So if I'm driving around, hey, shout out Brian Potter, bro. Brian Potter said, "What's good, my brothers?" You know what I'm saying?
BP, what it?
Big P. I was gonna say that. I remember you from when I was a youngster.
Yeah, Scott Air Force days.
Rookie.
Scott Air Force days. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Brian just, you know, I ain't talked to him in a minute. Shout out Brian. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really big into audio books.
Over here on Scott.
Man, my boy.
Boy, it's stressful.
Boy.
Hey, DJ, I need you to go find an Ethernet cable and connect that shit to your thing.
It's a hotspot. I need them to connect. To
Hotspot, bro, something. Hey, but look, but yeah, so like me and my mindset, if I'm going out, if I'm driving in my car at any time, I got my book playing. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like, I can go to the club and head to the club, listen to my book all the way until I get to the club, and then go in there and proceed to party my ass off lit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people can't do that. So like this nigga DJ, he always like, anytime we in the car, this nigga's like, nigga, fuck that, nigga, play some damn music, bro. What the fuck, da 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 da. And me over here, I'm over here bobbing my head to my audiobook, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about, and he walked past the tree and he seen a bird.
Exactly.
I want to hear that shit.
Hey, that nigga Brian.
It's his head up.
That nigga Brian said we've been all around the world. Fuck you, mean I remember you, little bro. To forever young. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy you're talking about the book. If you don't mind me segueing into me talking about my book without saying too much information. That one of the reasons why I started reading it was because I was
writing it.
I'll say this. I was locked up, right? I was locked up, and I was a big reader, right? Read all the time as much as I could to stay mentally positive. And I was complaining. I bought a book for like $30. You know what I'm saying? And waited on it. I was excited about it. It came through the mail late, and I was reading it. I got about 100 pages in, and I was mad. Like, man, I done spent this money on this book. It's trash.
Bro, I hate that. Hate that shit, bro.
It's terrible. I hate that. Or especially with movies, when they hype it up and you see all these positive reviews, and then you go see it and it's ass.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Speaking of that.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, got you. My bad.
So I was complaining about this book. My homeboy was like, "Hey, when you through with it, let me read it." And I was like, man, you don't want to read this bull crap, man. This is trash. And he got tired of me complaining about it, right? But I was still reading it because I spent money on it. And I spend money on a book, bro, I'm finna read it. And then I'm going to complain about it, right? So he was like, man, if you complain about how much the book costs, and you want to complain about it all the time, why don't you just write your own? And I was like, bro, I promise you, if people is buying it, it was a New York Times bestseller too. I saw it on the list, and I was like, I'm gonna check this out.
That don't mean shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a bestseller on the New York Times. That's what it means. So what I ended up doing was, I was like, all right, you're right. It was like a challenge. It's like a homeboy like encouraging me to do something positive and stop staying in a negative mind frame. So I wrote out a outline of the book of what I wanted it to be. And he was like, man, that's cool. Like I like to read it. Like if you write it out. So then I divided the outline into chapters, right? I wrote an outline of everything I wanted in the book. Then I sectioned it out in chapters. And then I took each chapter and I added more information and said, okay, this is what's going to happen in this chapter. This is where this is going.
Yeah.
I did it like that, the outline all the way through the book. So essentially, I had a blueprint of what the entire book was going to be about. And then all I had to do from that point was go back and start writing each chapter. And then sometimes ideas would come to me and I would say, all right, that's a good thing. And I'd make a side note and I'd make sure I'd work it into the book as I was writing it. And now, I don't know, I have it right here, but now I was locked up, so don't nobody judge me, don't nobody come for me. But this is the book, right? This is a whole binder. I've got a whole section right here, you can see it. A whole notepad right here that I wrote on, built up the notepad, and then I realized like, oh man, I'm gonna need more paper. So I got more paper. As you can see, this is the front, and then I get all the way over here, this is the back. So I got like an entire thing I wrote out. And then once I got out of prison, what I started doing was I bought a app called Scrivener. You got to pay for it. It's like a book writing thing. There's probably a better one out there. I'm not sure. It's the first one I came across. And now I'm typing it because I don't want to send pen and paper to an editor or whatever. So now I'm just in the process of retyping the entire book, making corrections and stuff like that. Things I want to change before I send it to them. And so that's how the whole process came about. So
yeah, and me personally, we're going off just my opinion. I can't wait for you to get that shit done because just from you telling me how the book and you describing it all and everything is definitely in my genre of what I want to listen to and read and shit. So I'm definitely with that shit. So
a few people have actually read it and then they love it. Like and these are people like I'm like, give me genuine feedback. Like give me genuine. I don't want a yes man. I want genuine feedback.
Yeah.
I've never had someone say a negative thing. They're like, most of the constructive criticism was like, this is a run-on sentence, or you should add more detail here about this specific thing because I see where you're going, but you didn't really set it up in this spot as good as it is. So that's the kind of small things like. Things like an editor, I'd pay an editor to do. Mm-hmm. But the overall concept is great.
Okay. So, I do have a question since you're a book reader too, bro. Is there a certain book that got turned into a movie that you were just like, fuck that shit, I'm not watching this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Never. If I like the book, no matter how much I don't like the movie, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to walk out middle of the thing, right, middle of the movie. I'm not going to be like, y'all mess this book up. I'll say that if I were to say a book that I felt like was produced by a big name producer but did not follow the script of the book is the book, a lot of y'all probably seen it, but y'all probably know the movie before you know the book, but it's called Ready Player One.
Okay, yeah.
Ready Player One. I read the book before it was a movie.
Okay, I didn't know that it was a book. But I love the movie though, for sure. So
the book is phenomenal.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get on that.
Yeah, the book makes it like a real life it kind of puts you in a situation and it puts you in the mind of it. You know, if you watch the plot, like it just makes it more personal, and the movie just tried to make it sell more, right?
Yeah.
It made more trending things in there, and I kind of felt like, this is not the core of what the book was. So okay. I can't remember the name, but I don't
mine
into a movie.
So that's a good one because I didn't know Ready Player One had a book, but I'm gonna definitely have to check
Okay.
that out because I definitely like the movie. But mine personally is Aragon. Cause look,
Okay, I've never read the book.
so Aragon, it has 4 books this
Okay.
big, and
So you
normally
read the Bible. You read the series.
I've read
You
all
could've read
of
the Bible.
them.
You could have read the whole Bible front to back twice.
Yeah, all of them. We're not gonna get into that, but yeah. But I done read all 4. I love it. I probably reread Aragon maybe about 30 times in my life. And it's definitely my second favorite book behind Harry Potter. And the thing that made me so mad was that they made the movie. They made one movie an hour and 40 minutes long about all 4 books. So I'm talking about like 20 minutes into the movie, you in book 2. Oh, boy, I was pissed. I walked the fuck out of that movie theater, bro. I still to this day have not fully watched Aragon just because I was so into the book and I'm like so involved in this and like just my mental, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a certain image of this, an expectation of it, and I'm so involved in this that when I saw the movie, I'm like, man, fuck this shit, bro. Like, I'm out, bro. You know what I'm saying? DJ, so you know what I'm saying, and it's nothing against.
Like a bunch of nerds.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, it's nothing against DJ. I just know DJ more involved with music and shit like that. He's not really a book reader. But I'm gonna ask you this question: if you have one, well, you probably don't. But is there a book you ever read? Yeah, cause fuck that nigga. Is there a book you ever read that turned into a movie or TV show that didn't live up to your
No,
expectations?
I'm gonna stop you right there. No, stop you right there. No, because I don't really give a fuck about no damn book. I got better things to do. I mean, I get the aspect of reading books. You know what I mean? It's not like I can't read. I ain't no dumb nigga by any means, but you know what I mean. That's just not something that go my studio on it, make beats, do all these other things that I can apply to real world shit. So if I'm reading something, I'm reading shit like Rich Dad Poor Dad and shit like that, to where it's gaining me real world knowledge that I can use in the real world.
For sure.
To better myself
And that's
better myself.
yeah. Everybody different.
That's really what I be on. So I don't be reading these fiction, fantasy ass shit. You know what I mean? I don't be reading that shit. So I mean, y'all got it. I ain't got nothing to say about no damn books, because I don't give a fuck about no damn books.
Okay, I'll tell you something that I read.
Like if y'all ain't read it yet, and y'all trying to really advance y'all life, y'all ain't read it yet. Fucking 48 laws of power, 42 laws of power, something like that. That's a really, really great book. You really want to learn how to motherfucking navigate through the world, you know what I mean, and apply these the knowledge that the upper echelon has that they use on an everyday basis.
All right, DJ, you kind of cut out right there, but I'm gonna just talk until you come back. But if you're talking about educational books, I don't know as far as how much, and especially where it talks about like character or whatever it is. I went through. It's a book, right? It's a whole book, but it's also a seminar. I went through the Dave Ramsey Financial Freedom or whatever it was called seminar. Went through his entire system and structure of how to save money, how to invest it, all of those things. I do a lot of stuff. I read a lot of books. I read pretty much anything other than certain categories, very small ones, right? But I don't read urban novels, right? I don't read stuff like that, not for anything, but just because I feel like, you know, we all came from the projects, right? I'm not trying to mentally prepare myself to go back. So I read like
I am
financial things,
never
about
going back.
I read all types of things, and I read fantasy as well. I read pretty much any. There's not a book I wouldn't read. I've read a lot of things. So I've read so many books, like I forget about them. You know, I see a cover and I'm like, all right, I can tell you exactly where I was when I read it and how long it took me to read it. You know what I'm saying? I might tell you how many pages in the book. You know what I'm saying?
My memory is not that good. But I'm gonna be honest. Look, that's my biggest fear, bro. My biggest fear is being homeless are having to go back to the hood and back to the ghetto, and like that's the only place you can live and shit. That's my biggest fear in life, bro. Like I fear that over death. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like,
Yeah,
and I think that's
I
what.
I wouldn't say that's a big fear for me because I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, nah. You're a hard worker. You do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My work ethic is way too hard. Like I will have, like if I stop working right now, I would make sure I'm straight for the next 8-9 months.
Yeah.
Like I make sure if I fall on hard times and don't nobody want to employ me, no matter how many references I have, no matter how many things I have on my resume, like I'll be straight for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I don't fear being homeless because, bro, as long as you got a social security number and an ID, bro, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Bro. You can
Not.
pick up a shift,
Yeah.
waving signs, telling them to come inside or something like that.
Mhm.
There's so many ways
to make money for sure. That's why I don't never understand why I be seeing like I lived in California before I moved out here in Texas. And the thing is, I don't never understand, bro. You see like so many homeless people out there. Now I get it, everybody go through struggles and have their thing, mental illnesses and stuff like that. But I ain't never understood, like, you know what I'm saying, when you see like the people begging for money and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, there ain't no job you can get. Like there ain't nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think that's mental maturity less than it is situations. It's a mind frame that says I'm complacent to be in this spot.
Oh, that boy that went live on his phone.
Went live
Yeah, I
on,
had to.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking pissing.
Yeah, that shit was pissing.
had to.
Oh, he done cut off again, bro.
Boy,
Hey,
my boy.
if it ain't one thing, it's another. But you know what I'm saying? It's all good. We gonna get through this. We gonna keep doing this, bro. Every week, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Every week, I'm trying to be on this live, bro. And I'm trying to make videos and stuff with my family. And we do this, multiple times. And we gonna figure out, like, this the beginning. This, like I said, this our second video. Man, we gonna, eventually, you gotta start somewhere. And then when we get from there, we
Now
gonna.
listen, absolutely. Listen, chat. We got some subjects. We got some topics. We got a lot of stuff. I don't want anyone to feel like we're unprepared. We're over-prepared.
Oh, yeah.
We really wanted to make our few first episodes as a type of thing where when you tune in or if you tune in, you get to understand a genuine connection with us. And definitely, so when we open up topics and we open up conversations with subject matters and we're able to clip it, you'll have a better reference from where we're coming from and what we're talking about, even our personal lives. And if there is something that you want us to talk about, man, drop a comment.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us, say, hey, it would be cool if you say talk about this, or what do y'all think about that? We'd love to add it into a segment. We'd love to add it in or work it into the stream. Whatever it is. If you like one subject, we talk about more than you like another subject. We're open to all feedback. So feel great to step in.
Yeah. And with that being said, man, we're going to talk about everything across the board. We don't give a damn what it is. We're going to I got an opinion on everything.
Absolutely.
What?
No matter what it is, it could be something. What the fuck you laughing for?
Why that nigga voice sound like that, bro? Oh, that nigga sound. Hey, I don't know why, bro, but as soon as that nigga started talking, I was, yeah, said, man, you got to listen.
Hey, it's probably because it's sitting on top of my fucking laptop, so it's blocking the speaker.
It says in my laptop, blocking the speaker, man.
You a big ass nigga with a soft ass.
I do. You know what? And all. You know what? First of all, fuck you. Look, first of all, fuck you, and second of all, I wanna let this be known. I do got a soft ass voice. So look, when I get to fighting, look, anytime you see me fight, like you can ask DJ, I will not talk. I will not talk. Like if I'm in fight mode, I will not talk because I swear to God, bro, my voice gets so high pitched when my adrenaline be going, bro. Bro, look. We was in, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna go way back to Cali stories. I'm gonna tell you this shit right here in Texas, bro. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? And there's a dude back there arguing with his girl, putting his hands on her, whatever, but Now, DJ can tell you I don't play that shit, nigga. You put your hands on a female in front of me, I lose my shit, bro. So I go out back there. I'm like, hey man, you know, you gotta back up. You gotta go. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Da da da. So this nigga, well, I'm not really paying attention. He pushed me into the window. So I'm back up. And so now my adrenaline going. I'm hot. I'm pissed off. I'm about to beat the shit out this nigga. So I, bow, hit him hard as hell right in his fucking mouth. And the problem is my voice is so high pitched. So my nigga Jordan and Brad and all them was out there, and they told me. So I don't remember this, but they said all they heard was, "Yeah, nigga, so what you trying to do?" Well, I'm telling you, cause I was like, cause so chat. What y'all don't know is I'm a big ass nigga. See, like you see me on camera, you don't understand. I'm sick. Yeah, whatever, nigga. I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3", over 300 pounds. I'm a big ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So when you see me, and then I got like face tattoos, I'm tatted up all over my body. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that, you just expect that nigga to be like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, I gotta be quiet when I fight because I be in that bitch like, yeah, nigga, what's up? Like, bro, I'm telling you. So like my voice is too high pitched when my adrenaline get to bumping. But it's always been like that, and I know my faults. And so when this bitch ass nigga DJ try to say that, I understand my own faults, and he can't make fun of me for it because and it don't bother me. He gonna do it anyways, but it don't bother me.
I'm about to say, nigga, I can make fun of you for it anyway. Nigga, you just acknowledge what I'm making fun of you for, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay. You know what? I got a question, bro. And this is going back to just because we were talking about the books, and I know what you writing your book about and shit. I want to know. So, if you had a chance to become a vampire or a werewolf, which one would you pick and why? So let's start with Forever Young.
Forever Young, that's a big one, right? Because there's benefits to both. I think the common answer would be vampire, right? I think overwhelmingly, if you put a poll in the chat or across whatever, I think it's gonna go like 70 to 75%. It's gonna say vampires, right? But I like the sun, right? And not every whatever it is. But I also, you know,
Yeah, no sun, nigga. We not talking about Twilight. We not talking about Twilight. I'm talking about real vampire shit.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Let me say this real quick, though, y'all.
Okay.
When you think about it, though, you look at all the vampire movies. The only ones that don't go in the sun is the white ones. The black ones go in the sun because they got melanin, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Look at vampires, bro. Yeah. Look at vampire in Brooklyn, bro. Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy, bro. Black dude in the sun. Look at Blade. Black dude in the sun.
Well, Blade was a hybrid.
Vampire.
No, Blade was a hybrid. He was half human.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Don't matter. That nigga was in the sun. Don't
So
matter,
I'll
bro.
say, okay, I'll say this. I'm gonna go with werewolf right now. Because I wouldn't even sleep with my girl when she on her period, bro. I'm just not with it. So imagine.
What? You ain't got your red card, bro?
Nah, I mean, yeah, for sure. But I'm just like, I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. Like, I'll wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Shout
wait.
out.
I'm not trying to put the child down and then throw it in the water. You know what I'm saying? And just all of this stuff.
That's why you just got red sheets. That's why you just do red sheets. No, just playing. Dirty ass nigga.
Nah, you gotta,
Hey,
you gotta
shout out.
sleep with my bed.
Shout out Bunny Rumpkins. Bunny Rumpkins said vampires all day, which my opinion, I agree. I am a vampire nerd.
Yeah.
If y'all can see, I got vampire bites tatted on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Bunny Rumpkins said I'm all for witches though. Witch is cool too, you know what I'm saying? Witch is a warlock.
Yeah.
I feel like if we add them to the mix. Yeah, okay, so let's say vampire. Yeah, so vampire, werewolf, witch, or warlock. You know what I'm saying? Witch or warlock, which we're gonna be warlocks because we're all men, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Right.
I still personally gonna say vampire. Bro, I just something about it. I'm addicted to it. I done seen almost anything vampire related. I'm not gonna lie. I done seen almost anything werewolf related too. I'm not gonna lie too. But I'm just a big fantasy nerd, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that shit. like any type of the creatures like that. But DJ Two Time, let me see what you think. Vampire, werewolf, or warlock?
Well, for one, turning into a werewolf look painful.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't like body hair. I don't like body hair.
I'm good on that. Warlock, when I think of warlock, I think of motherfuckers with hold up the mold and wards and shit like that. I'm good on that. But I ain't gonna lie, I pick a vampire because I'll tell you what, I ain't never seen a broke vampire.
Exactly.
Ain't never.
Ain't never.
Years and you broke, nigga, you need to
It's
walk
too
in the
long.
sun.
Ain't never seen a broke vampire, bro.
I'll probably pick, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably pick
Yeah, I'm
vampire though,
speaking.
because
I gotta go. You gotta go.
the benefits that come with vampires staying young forever.
Yup. Yup.
Like that, the super speed and shit that they got. You know I like the flash, so super speed is definitely.
And how they be fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're the best fuckers.
I mean, I must be a vampire already.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. That's probably why I can't grow a beard. 32 years old, still look like I'm 25.
That's cause you don't eat enough pussy.
That's a damn lie. That's a bit, boy. I
Yeah.
got Asian in my family.
Nah, if you don't drink enough black coffee, bro, you be adding sugar and creamer and shit to your shit.
That is a fact.
I don't drink no coffee, nigga. You got me fucked
You
up.
see my beard?
What you mean? What you mean, bro? You know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean, bro?
See what?
Hey, but whole time though, y'all niggas know me when I was young, bro. I ain't had none of this. This is a come up for me, Jesus.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That boy got some dirt on his chin talking about a come up.
That's all right. I'm dirt on your beat, nigga.
Well, hey, I'm single, so hey, shout out single. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
first of all,
Hey, real quick,
nigga, I got a daughter. My daughter love me. Okay,
Barely.
you crazy.
hey, real quick, can I throw a subject out there?
Yeah, go ahead, for sure.
I want to talk about the Young Thug thing and see what y'all talk about. The wife, right?
Oh, the picture of the cop having that nigga watch on.
Nah, they just speculate. Young Thug got arrested. Had a $1.7 million watch on his wrist when he was arrested. Gets taken in. They take property. They take all this stuff, right? You can't have that stuff when you're in jail.
Good.
Goes to court. It's a long process. He don't get out until whenever he gets out, right?
Yeah.
When he gets released, they give him his property back. His watch is not there. A 1.6, I think the reports are saying it's a 1.7 million.
Yeah, $1 million watch.
And then
Yeah.
Young Thug's fan base that was following his trial kind of clipped one of the officers, one of the arresting officers, during the trial, saying that he can be spotted
Wearing the watch.
similar to the
Yeah.
one that Young Thug was missing. If it's the same, can't no police officer in the world validate or justify having a $1.6 million watch. You can't. Your salary don't afford. Don't pay for it.
First of
What
all,
would you do if you're in his position? Like, how would you feel? What's your thought process on things like that?
first off,
I'll say this.
go ahead, DJ.
I was gonna say, I'll say this. For one, first thing first, I got a $1.6, $1.7 million watch. That motherfucker is good. You steal that bitch, you get my bread back, bro. What you talking about? So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's first thing first. So
And I'm sure that, you know.
Oh, he definitely gonna get that bread back.
Even though you hear his music and he don't sound the brightest, he's a smart dude. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I know for one, he got insurance on it, to where he gonna get his money back regardless if the nigga took it or not. Second thing I gotta say is that pollution, they've been doing that for the longest, stealing evidence, getting money. But the fact that bro had it on is crazy work. That's diabolical. That is sinister. That man wore it at his trial. I didn't even know that. You know, I don't really watch. I don't really fuck with news and shit like that.
Allegedly, that's what they're saying.
Allegedly,
They can't prove it.
That's, whatever the case is, if he do got it on, that boy is sinister. He needs to be locked up immediately.
First off, nigga, if I just stole someone's $1.7 million watch, I am not wearing that bitch.
Whole time, and then not even that, either. It is still the watch. That nigga needs to be investigated on why he got that expensive watch. 'Cause like you said earlier, his salary does not constitute him having that damn watch.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing shady shit on the background. So now he needs to be investigated. Like, how the fuck you got your watch? What?
Yeah.
On $80,000 a year salary.
Yeah.
Wow.
My thing is, my thing is, I couldn't be no cop. I ain't gonna stunt. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, whatever, bro. These niggas do not make no money, bro, for the shit they do. I couldn't do it.
You saying they don't make enough money for the hazards? That
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't do that shit.
I agree.
Nope.
Hey, I want to say my opinion on this because out of all of us, I'm the only one that kind of really been locked up. And when I got locked up, the police got me. Police got me. Now I was locked up for a long time. Now I was locked up from 2012 to 2022. I ain't had nothing on me when I went to the courthouse except for a lighter, because I had smoked a cigarette before I went in there. Put everything in the inventory, right? Only thing on my inventory is one lighter, a big lighter, brand new one, just bought it, bright red, just bought it from the gas station. I get out penitentiary 10 years later, they ain't got my lighter. It's gone. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm ready to whoop somebody.
Nigga.
I'm mad as hell.
Hey, that nigga mad.
Get my lighter back, dog.
Real talk. Hey, cause look, hear me out.
That nigga mad over $3 lighter, bro. That been there for 10 years.
That's what I'm mad about. Big lighters when I got locked up in 2012 was 99.
Oh yeah, 99 cents for sure.
Go
Yo.
to the gas station right
Yo.
now, get a big lighter.
Hey, Hey, bro, I remember when I used to walk into the gas station with some change and get a big lighter, because you know you gotta have a big lighter, bro. You show up to me around me with one of them crack lighters, nigga, I don't even fuck with you, bro. Like off rip, I do not fuck with you. Like, cause yo, whatever, yeah, like whatever in your mind that made you be like, oh, there's these lighters here, I'm gonna buy this one versus a big that was only 99 cents. Like, you know what I'm saying? The other ones were what, 50 cents? Okay, but you know, for 40 more cents you can get a big lighter, bro. Like, I had no respect for you, dog. Like, you pull that big, I wouldn't even use it, because you know I used to smoke cigarettes back then. So I'd be like, yo, I pull a cigarette, I'm like, damn, I ain't got no lighter. Someone next to me like, hey, you got a lighter, bro? And that nigga pull that shit out. Nah, bro, I ain't even gonna light my cigarette with that, bro. Like,
hey bro, you remember when niggas used to get Zippos, nigga?
Yeah, they niggas used to think that shit was cool.
hey, I used to stay with that shit. Me, look, me, look.
Nah.
Hey, anybody got a lighter? I got you. Me, yeah, here you go. Hey, boy, hey, I used to think I was so cool, bro. I do that shit in front of the bitches, like, shit. Yeah, I got you. Here you go, girl. Like, yeah, you seen that? Hey, yeah.
I couldn't stand the way they smell. They smell like straight gasoline. Or whenever I used to hate that shit. You put it up to your face trying to light a cigarette or cigarello or whatever, a black and mild, whatever it is. I used to be like, man, I'm straight.
That's because you refilled it. You refilled it wrong.
Spin the black before I put it to my face, because I'm not inhaling that gas, bro. I don't like that. That's why I don't like Zippos. None of that. Just I'm a regular basic dude, bro.
I like the torch.
Hoodie,
I like torch lighters.
It's gonna be like a Nike hoodie, bro. I'm not going for this Gucci stuff, and bro, I don't.
Hey, yeah, shout out to shout out to the pink
It's not
shit that they got on, pink hoodie, pink headphones, pink binder. You know what I'm saying? Pink skin,
binder.
pink pussy.
Actually Salmon. I got a brown penis. You wanna see that motherfucker? That motherfucker, it kind of just like, it just kind of hangs. You know, come out. You know, I hang that motherfucker out.
No,
Get everybody down.
not mine. My dick only 2 inches, so I know. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And really back in the day, bro, girls used to just fuck with me, but it was just for my personality, bro. Cause I was really that nigga. Like I'll make any girl smile. Yup. Hey. One thing I could do, if it ain't two, one thing I could do is make a bitch laugh. Alright? Either it's whatever coming out my mouth or when I drop my pants, but whatever it is, I can make a bitch laugh.
That's funny, because with me, one thing I know for sure I can do is
Hey, you know what? Hey, I done seen this nigga DJ say some most outlandish shit, bro, to bitches. Cause look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done just see this nigga, bro. I'm not even gonna put out no scenarios, just cause my man's married now, and shout out my boy, and you know what I'm saying. But I done seen this. Man, matter of fact, we could just talk about his wife. Like, this nigga told his wife, like, I'm only with you for 10 years. Then after that, I'm divorce you because she in the military. So I take all your money. Like, like, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, I'm on the phone with these niggas like, nigga, what the fuck you just said? Man.
Hey, hold on.
You can get away with that, bro. Get away with it.
It's a problem when I do it.
Man.
Man, fucking niggas over like that for years. Will I say something? It's a problem.
Yo.
Hey, I'm securing the bag. What you talking about?
She better not get pregnant.
I also told her I'm only with her for the minute.
Bro, I swear. Yo.
Nigga, free dent. Nigga, the crib I'm in.
Hey, the whole time this nigga telling her this, I'm on the phone like, like what?
Hey, I tell it to her in her face and then kiss on her big ass.
Yeah, bro, I swear.
Chat, I'm gonna say, chat. We talking about this conversation before we went live. My homeboy DJ 2 times. He say, I need to watch what I say because baby gonna rewatch this stream and get mad. And he jumped right into this topic.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. This nigga say the most outlandish shit, bro.
Hey,
That's how you know he be.
The thing is, I'm a real ass nigga, and this is shit I done already said to her. So
Yeah.
She can't even get mad. 'Cause I done said it to her face.
Okay, right.
Oh, okay, bet. All right then. So no matter what he say, she ain't gonna get mad. So let's talk about our favorite ex then.
Nah.
All right. Let's talk about our favorite eater growing up, bro. No, I'm just playing.
That's crazy work, bro.
I'm just playing, chat. This nigga said I'm not comfortable. I'm just playing, chat. I'm just bullshitting, fucking with DJ, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when you was talking about talking crazy to females, bro, can I tell you a story, bro?
Yeah, let's hear. Yeah. Can you make it exciting though? Cause this nigga be doing some long-winded stories, bro.
I be taking some time because if I'm talking about something.
This nigga be like, the lamp was yellow, the carpet was green, the blanket. Yeah. Let me put you in the scene, bro.
All right, this is a penitentiary story. All right?
Oh shit.
Penitentiary story. It ain't nothing crazy.
Cause we was just talking about fucking, so I'm like,
nah, he talking
what?
about y'all was talking about fucking. You was talking about talking crazy to females.
Oh, okay.
And it's long neck.
Go ahead.
Nah, I wasn't doing no fucking none. No fucking in the penitentiary. And I was locked up from 2012 to 22. That's 10 years. As soon as I got out and I got my first one, I don't even know if it counts because I'm talking about over with. I was like, damn, I ain't even apologize. I was like, what?
That nigga didn't even man.
I'm talking about, boy, I didn't even have to put a condom on and didn't have no. I'm talking about it was over with.
That nigga nutted putting the condom on.
Let me tell you this story. All right, boom. We're in the penitentiary. I've been locked up for a few years now, right? 3-4 years. And they hired this new guard. So what guys would do if you're locked up? Let's say all of us we grew up from the same town. Hypothetically, let's say we all got arrested. We all committed the same crime. Went to prison.
Ride or die, baby. Ride or die.
Real talk. We all locked up in the same prison. And we like, damn, bro, we need to get a female. So what dudes will do, a scenario like that, we'll call some female, dudes like some female that's going, right? And tell them to apply to work at the penitentiary. They won't. Now, it's a hit or miss. Like, you apply, you go through an academy, and then there's like 3 or 4 penitentiaries that they might assign you to work at. Well, on the chance that they come in the one that you're at, or let's say we're all spread out, we're in 3 different penitentiaries, but we all know this female, we all, whatever it was, and we wanted to link up, whatever. Well, we got, 3 out of 5 chance at her working at the penitentiary we working at. So, anyways, my homeboy did that. One of my homeboys did that, and the girl ended up coming working at the penitentiary we was at. Anyways, she was supposed to be working up there to fool with bros like homeboy. He was like, man, I got this female for you, man. She gonna come up here, blah blah blah. What do you? Because they was cool, but she was kind of going. And anyways, dude started talking to her, but he didn't have no game. He was just bogus, real in his mind. He wasn't really. So she was like, oh no, I ain't fucking with dude. So anyway, but she was a real good girl. Like she was a real good girl. Little bitty white girl too. So anyway, she's working on our door all the time, and like she's choosing or whatever. So she was being friendly with me and my homeboy, and we go out there, and then we had this dude we kind of fooled with because we had to. He was in the barracks, but we really didn't fuck with dude. Anyway, she see the play, and she popped the door open for us. So we out in the hallway with her, like ducked off where the camera can't see us.
Hey,
What the fuck is that?
somebody got a lot of noise going on.
That's Tevin. It gotta be. Yeah. So we ducked off outside the camera. She chopping up whatever, and so we like, in prison the guards have to wear like what would look like a bulletproof vest, but it's not designed to stop bullets. It'll stop stabs and stuff. So she got that thing on, and we was like, damn, you kind of small. That vest making you look big. You got some size shoot. And she was like, yeah, I got muscles under here. You want to see them? He was like, yeah. So she take off her uniform and then take off the vest. Now she got on one of them female, what I call like female wife beaters. It's like a wife beater what we wear, but it stopped like high so the stomach's out.
Bra,
it's like a sports bra, but it's really like a wife beater. It ain't no bra, right? But she don't have no bra on at all. So anyways, we out in the hallway. She didn't relock the door to the barracks because if the captain and sergeant was coming by, she had her homegirl on the other end, and she was gonna call her in the booth. They got these not cell phones, but it's like old ass house phones, kind of, where she can dial a specific thing, and she was gonna let her know, hey, Captain Sergeant and them coming down here, you need to whatever, tighten up. So anyway, she left the door unlocked, and me and my homeboy out there, and the other dude we don't really fuck with. He kind of peeped the play. He's kind of watching from a while back. He see her start taking her stuff off, and he come easing out the barracks, and he shut the door. And boom, at this point we like, oh snap, it's finna go down. It's finna jump, bro. We locked up. We got this female. She halfway naked right now. You know what I'm saying? In the penitentiary. And we like, bro, it's finna jump. We like, all right, we just gotta be cool. And then this bogus ass dude walk into the booth around the thing, and the first thing he say is, damn, bitch, show me them titties. And we was like, man, he done scared the female. She was like, oh my gosh, she put her thing back on. She was like, oh shit, like dude scared her. Like the realization hit her like damn, there's 3 of y'all and 1 of me type shit. Like, we wouldn't, first of all, none of that shit would have happened. Like we ain't on that type of time. But anyways, he scared the female, and we like, bro, go away, bro. You don't even supposed to be over here, bro. Go away. Go back in the barracks. You fucking shit up, bro. Like for real, bro. If you don't leave, we finna catch the fade, bro. Like on my mom, bro. I was like on blood game, bro. If you don't go back in the barracks, bro, we finna catch the corner as soon as we go back in here, bro. And he was like, all right, fuck it, I'm leaving. He was like, fuck you, ugly bitch. I wasn't fucking with you. And he get to talking crazy to the female. From that day, and from that day forward, bro, she wouldn't fuck with us no more at all, never. Cause she was like, if y'all cool with him, and you see the way he talked to me like that, like nah, I'm not
together,
bro. He fumbled the whole bag. I'm talking about fumbled the bag good, bro. And she probably worked there for like maybe he got the Twitch or something brought up trying to listen to the stream, so you hearing the stream from another phone. Turn that shit up.
One of my people said they hearing all static on Facebook, and it's just static. They can't hear the voice, but
I mean,
but I just went on Twitch and everything, and that's all. I was just checking it out, but I can hear the voice on it once you click on it. So I don't know what the fuck they talking about, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might be something. Yeah, but that was crazy. That's one of the craziest. That like, bro, I wanted to whoop dudes so bad, bro. Because at this point, I've been locked up for about 4-5 years.
Oh, I know what it
man.
is. Hold on.
I've been locked up for about 4-5 years, and then homie, the big bro, he was locked up for about 15. So it's like, damn, bro, like you don't get too many opportunities like that. There, a dude fumble the bag. Like, I wanted to whoop dude so bad. I talk crazy to dude. I damn near did everything to make him fight.
Up for y'all.
Real talk, hey, bro. And then she was like kind of bringing, bro. She'll bring us food every day before this situation happened. I'm talking about home cooked meals, bro. She'll pack her own lunch and bring weight. She'll bring enough food for 3-4 people and only give it to me and bro. Like, literally, and then she ended up working there for about two more weeks, and then just stopped showing up. They end up, you can say they fired her, but she really quit because you don't come to work. But my boy,
Damn, dude, run the shit.
He runs it, and she was going because if she already bringing us stuff we ain't supposed to have, she was gonna go on and come through with some cigarettes or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. It was crazy. He fumbled the bag, so that was the first time. That was the first little female. Okay, yeah. Sister say, hold on one second. They say he ain't got no sound on whatever platform they listening to.
But that's what I did. I just went on Twitch. It's regular on Twitch. That's why I said go on Twitch real quick and check it out and shit.
Yeah, I'm on the book. I don't hear nothing on the book.
You know, yeah. See, on Facebook, I just hear static. That's what I was talking about and everything.
I don't know what that could be because
But when I went on my page and actually clicked on the live on my actual page, and then you can hear the audio on Facebook. See, like you can hear the audio. This is my Facebook right now. Live on my actual page, and then you can hear the audio on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll say this.
See, like,
whoever
you can hear the
watching
audio.
it,
This is
whoever
my
gonna watch
Facebook right
this
now.
later. We still working out the kinks. We working on it, G.
I
tell
mean-
you what, man, we all low key old dudes when it comes to this. We figuring it out though, man.
Nigga, I'm young as fuck. Nigga, what you talking about?
Like fine wine is gonna get better in time.
I'm 21.
absolutely. I guess it's coming
Head
through
ass.
on the Facebook on mine. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's coming through. It's coming through on my Facebook too. That's why I said I don't know what she talking about. But there was on one when I clicked on, I heard nothing but static and shit. But so I understand it. So you know what I'm saying.
Damn, DJ, you got old man hands.
Boy,
Long ass.
yeah.
Chill out, G.
I was just saying. Hey, look at my shit. This come from being locked up. You see my pinky crooked?
Yeah.
Yo,
You got them fighting hands, boy. Hey.
Bro. I'm talking about. I hit dude so hard in the forehead. I was like, oh, I fucked up. I felt my finger go.
See, you gotta know how. You gotta know how to
fucked up.
punch. Cause I'm tell you what,
Nah,
I'm the
nah,
best
sometimes,
fighter
see, I
in
was
this
so
bitch.
mad. I was so mad. I threw the punch before I was thinking about it. I'm talking about dude said something and I went like that. Didn't ball, barely ball. My hand was balling, and I think I caught him with my pinky sideways as it was balling, and it bent it. And then my pinky was like this, like it was straight. It was like pointing out to the side after I hit dude. I was like, oh man. I was
Oh,
like,
these them get money hands, G.
yeah, get that. That's what I'm talking about. I like
These
that.
them get to them bag hands, dog.
Yeah. Hey, did you know money is probably the dirtiest thing you'll ever touch?
Hey, on God. Hey, do you know all money has traces of cocaine on it?
No, it's
Yo.
$100 bills.
Bro, I remember one time, dog, I was at the motherfucking strip club, bro. This is when I was young.
I ain't never
kid,
been.
bro.
I ain't
Look,
never been.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all keep talking. I gotta get dressed for work.
Okay.
One time I was at the
Fuck,
strip
nigga.
club, dog, and the nastiest shit ever, bro. I saw this dude with a $1 bill rubbing it inside of a shredder like this. Bro, I left that strip club immediately, bro. I was like, this is not the spot, nigga. This is not. That ain't it, bro. You know how dirty that dollar bill is, for one, for her to let him do that, and two, you know how dirty that dollar bill was after that.
Yeah.
Bro, this ain't it. Well, yeah, money's
Nah, that's
dirty
not it.
regardless.
I ain't never go to a club or a strip. Goddamn. Turn your goddamn. Hey, bro, before you leave, turn your phone off. Anyways, I ain't never been to a club, especially not a strip club, because I could never, in my mind, like, no offense to strippers or whatever it is, do what you got to do to get the money that you
We
want
love
to
them
get.
strippers.
I guess so. I know I went to high school with a few girls that are strippers now.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is I never seen a situation where I could justify um spending my hard earned money, right? Money I done worked my ass off for, and then just getting it to a female to dance on me.
No, I feel you. So this
Like
how I see it though.
okay,
This how I see it though, bro. Cause like me, I've been in sales for a very long time. I'm a salesperson through and through,
okay,
bro. That's why I talk the way I talk. And to
all right,
me, when it comes to strippers, I feel like they running their own business. You feel me? So
that's
I'm gonna
correct.
support the business. But like, cause like I ain't gonna for one. Well, now in my older age, I don't go to the strip club. Like out here, they got a club called Larry Flint's. Shout out Larry Flint's. Every Tuesday, motherfucking, it's $2 Tuesday. Well, now it's $3 Tuesday, but before it was $2
What's two
Tuesday, where
dollars?
everything, all drinks $2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about dancing. I was gonna be in
No,
there. $2 a
no,
dance.
I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about shots of Patron. Shots of Patron, $2. Long Island iced teas, $2. All drinks, $2. So
That's
for
better
one,
than
I'm
the coach
going
out here.
for the $2 drinks, and then the atmosphere. See, when I go to the strip club, I ain't gotta worry about niggas fighting. I ain't gotta worry about niggas doing none of that rah rah shit because we at the strip club. Niggas here for bitches. I ain't gotta pay
Mhm.
these bitches. I'm here to get drunk, bro. I'm here to drink. At the strip club, it's a one drink minimum. You just gotta go in and buy one drink, and you can chill for free.
Also,
But like
mandatory. You have to buy a drink.
but
Okay.
other than that though, like I said, bro, I see them as these bitches, not bitches. I mean this respectfully when I say bitches, but I see
Mm.
I see them as motherfuckers. They running their own business. You know what I mean? They trying to get that bag, and this is how they getting that bag. Now I ain't gonna go in there and just start throwing bread. If I see somebody I like, I'm like, all right, let me support your business. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, yeah, you gotta work for this. I ain't finna just give you no money, G. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I see it as, all right, y'all getting y'all business, y'all hustling, y'all supporting, y'all selling. I mean, yeah, y'all selling y'all self, but sex sells. Sex sells.
Mm.
Now I ain't one of these lame niggas that's in here fucking. I think she love me. You feel me? But at, but at the same time, you know what I mean. I know this is how you get into your bag. All right,
Yeah.
go get some tricks on the pole. I'm gonna throw you some bread. If I like you enough, yeah, we go have a private dance, but that's about it. I really go to the strip club for the environment. I get to see titties, see
Okay.
some ass, and if I go on Tuesday, I can get any drink I want for $2 to $3, bro.
That's a good
Anything.
deal. That's a good deal.
You see what I'm
A
saying?
drink out here in Dallas,
Yeah. So
$7 $8
yeah.
for
So
one
so
shot.
my mentality going to the strip club isn't like, oh, I'm finna go to the strip club and fuck with these. Nah, bro. Like, yeah, y'all there. Yeah, y'all trying to get y'all back. Cause like I'm also type of nigga, bro. Like, cause like if you ever go to the strip club, you'll see majority of these niggas is lame as hell, bro. So when the cool ass
Okay.
nigga walk in, bro, all the bitches gonna flock to you regardless.
Okay.
They're gonna try to, you know what I mean? But like, I'm a type of nigga, bro. There's been times I went to the strip club and came in and sat down, and bitches come to me left and right. You want to dance? You want to dance? I'm like, nah, I just got here. Shorty, chill out, bro. Like, chill out. I just got here. I'm trying to drink, enjoy myself. If I see something I like, I'm gonna go spend a little bit of bread. But at the same time, I'm gonna get my bread back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm support. It's almost like that's like being like that's like going to the mall every day and not buying anything. You feel me? Or going
Yeah.
somewhere, going to Walmart and not buying anything. Like, yeah, you can do that. You can go window shop, but for what? If you ain't got it, sit your ass at home. You feel me?
Okay. I
Cause
got.
like,
Okay. Yeah.
what's up?
I was gonna say I got two things to say. One's a question.
Yeah.
One's like a statement.
All
I never.
right.
You want me to start with the question or the statement?
No, start with the statement so then I can follow up. You can follow up with the question. I can answer your question.
Okay. Here's the statement. I never been to a strip club. Kind of never really wanted to because I felt like monetarily, like if I'm gonna spend money on the bitch, I'd rather it be my bitch, right? Because it's the same shit essentially, right?
100%.
I'm gonna spend money on a female. I don't want to say whatever. If I'm gonna spend enough money on a female, I don't want it to be because I care about the female, right? I'm doing things because it make me happy, and hopefully it makes you happy as well, right? But if I do go to a strip club, I want to be in an actual relationship with my girl, right? With my girl, and I want if I was to go, I would want her to go with me, type shit. Like I
Right.
would feel like
100%.
it would be like
I
a
feel it.
type of thing if that's what I'm doing. Now, mind you, if I ever do go to a strip club, I'm going in there with gray sweatpants and no drawers on, no drawers on. I'm getting I'm getting every dollar worth. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting my money worth if I'm dropping money
Yeah.
like that. All right, so here's my question. That was a joke, chat. That was a joke. If someone in there, I'm gonna have drawers on. and some blue jeans. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hide something if something do pop up. But what the question is, what is a good amount of money to go to the strip club? Like, what is a good amount to go up there and throw or give away or whatever it is? What would you expect to spend at a strip club?
On me, like honestly, and this might not be the answer that strippers want to hear, but whatever you can afford, bro. I wholeheartedly believe ain't no point in going to no strip club if you ain't gonna throw a little bit of bread. You ain't got, bro. There's been times where I done threw $3 at a bitch. Like I done seen, and like I said, I'm saying bitch respectfully. I'm just speaking collectively, female, whatever you want to call it. But there's been times I done went to the strip club. I done seen some girl dancing. I went up through 5 ones and walked away, just because I like the way she looked. You know what I mean? So there's not really no set amount that but it all depends on what you're going there for. If you're going there because you like, I want to go mess with these strippers, I want to try to do this and that with these strippers, you're gonna have to drop some bread. But it like, I'm not the type of nigga that go to the strip club because I'm like, you know what I mean, like, oh yeah, I'm fantasizing over these strippers. No, I go to the strip club for the environment. Now imagine, okay, you be going to the bar out there, right? Sometimes with
Sometimes,
Tommy's. All right, so
once in a while.
imagine you going to Tommy's and there's naked bitches walking around.
Okay.
You doing the same thing. You going to buy drinks at the bar. You know what I mean? Drinking your drinks, kicking it with your boys. But you just see titties and shit and ass walking around, bitches on the pole, dancing, doing this and that. It's basically the same thing. It's like going to a bar just with naked girls. So like, there's been strippers that walked up to me like, oh yeah, why'd you come here? For the environment. Like there's naked women around. Like I'm not over here fantasizing, getting hard over no strippers or nothing. Cause like to me, like it's just titties and ass. But at the same time, if you go to the club, you gotta worry about niggas fighting. It ain't gotta be your niggas fighting, but the environment, you gotta be on a certain, you gotta have a certain guard level up when you go to the club. You never know what happened. You never know what's gonna happen. Niggas can start shooting. Niggas can start fighting.
Yeah.
That's type shit like that. You ain't gotta worry about going to the strip club, cause niggas, everybody there collectively for the same thing. There's been times, bro. I remember Larry Flint's out here, bro. I was so cool in Larry Flint's at one point. Strippers would walk up to me and knew me by name. Yo, DJ, what's up, blah, blah, blah. How's the kids? How's this? Because I go in there, I treat them like regular people, bro. I sit there have conversation with them like regular people. I remember one time, bro, I went to Larry Flint's and there's one.
Sound like one of the lames you said you was that be in there all the time.
Nah, I was just a cool ass nigga, bro. They all fucked with me because I was just a cool ass. I was in a nigga in there that was just all perverted, like fucking titties and ass. You know what I mean? I was just a cool ass nigga, bro. There was one time, there's one stripper I knew. When I went to the strip club, bro, I was in there chilling in the smoking section. This is when I smoked cigarettes, smoking. And Shorty walked up to me. She was like, hey, man, I just got to tell somebody. You know, she asked me, we had a casual conversation. She was like, I just got to tell you this. I got to get this off my chest, but I'm pregnant. They won't let me strip if they knew I was pregnant, but I had to tell somebody, blah, 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 blah. And then we just had casual conversations, bro. I go in there, bitches come give me free dances because I'm just a cool-ass nigga. Cool-ass, handsome-ass nigga. I'm not one of these lame niggas. I'm just a cool-ass, handsome nigga. They'll come, sit on my lap, talk to me, blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, all right, go ahead and make your money. You know what I mean? Like, don't let me hold you from making your money. They'll go talk to this one of these lame niggas that's going to spend their bread and go make their bread and come back afterwards like, yeah, bro, this nigga just gave me $100. I'll be like, oh, shit, bet. You want to buy us a drink? Bitch, buy us a drink. You know what I mean? So, like I said, bro.
Let me ask you this question. All right, so today is Saturday, right? You don't have work tomorrow, right?
Nope.
All right, I don't got work tomorrow neither.
I'm off tomorrow
Red
too.
Don't got work tomorrow, right? So I'm not saying we would, but let's say we were going out tonight and we decided we want to go to a strip club. How much money would you
a ban
to the strip club?
A ban. Offer
expect to spend
a ban.
All right.
You say a ban
to have.
Now we just talk about. Just answer the question. How much money would you take and expect to not come back with?
A ban.
Red say a ban. DJ 2K, what you say? First of all,
like
hey, we need to change our name to DJ 3K, bro. We don't do no 2K shit. We don't do that shit.
No, it's not 2K. It's 2X, bro.
Okay.
It's 2 times. 2K. Ain't no K there, nigga. That's crazy.
I read it as 2K. All right. So what's your number?
But and I know this is gonna be a long-winded answer, but it all depends. It depends on the mission.
Okay.
Cause I got to make sure I get in. Admission usually about $20, depending on where you're at, what city you're in. It can go up to $20, $40.
And you know we getting a
I
section.
need to make sure. Nah, hell no, I don't even need no section, bro. But
Yeah.
fucking, it depends on the mission and it depends on the cost of drinks. You know what I mean? Like the day, when I was talking about those $2, $3 Tuesdays, bro. I can go to the club, the strip club with $300, $20 to get in. All drinks $2, bro. I can spend another $40 on drinks, $2 a piece, nigga.
Yeah.
And if I bring $200, bro, I still got $100 to play with, bro. I know. That's the thing. I know this trick. I can go in with $100 and make that shit look like I got bread, bro. Cause I throw $2, $3 at a time. Look like I'm really doing something.
I like. Look.
God
Like
damn,
I said,
nigga,
bro,
stop
I'd have
streaming.
been in the strip club with $200, bro. I'd have been in the strip club with 5 bands, dog.
Yeah.
It all depends on what you can really afford.
Yeah.
And if you really that nigga, bro, because like when I go to the strip club, I'm usually that nigga when I'm in the strip club to where I don't the bitch will come up and talk to me and fucks with me without expecting no bread in return. And if they be like, "Oh, you want to dance?" No.
That's cause we that nigga, bro. What you mean?
So that's a hard question for me to answer, but I say anywhere from $200 and up.
So me,
A nigga like me can have a good time with $200 at the strip club, bro, because I make it look like I got a lot more.
So for me, it depends on where I'm at. So like, if I'm out here in Dallas, like if I go out to Dallas to Ecstasy, I gotta take a band, bro. For one, just because I like walking around holding my shit like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not faking either. I'm gonna throw the money. No, I'm gonna throw the money.
Hold on. You the same type of nigga talking about you go in there with a band, walk around like this, but you leave with $800.
Nah. I'm gonna throw the money. Look, if I'm going to the strip club with my boys and we are going to have fun, and I have my money right, I am taking a band to spin, to throw. Cause at one point I'm gonna see a bitch that I like, and I'm gonna throw at least 300 at one time on that bitch. I'm gonna make it rain, and that's what I'm saying. And that's so like, don't get me wrong, I don't go to strip clubs like that. I really don't. But if my nigga, like I said, if my money right, my niggas was like, yo, this day we all finna hit the strip club, I'm gonna go in that bitch with a band and expect to spin that band, bro.
Yeah, and to go back to your question before, bro. Like, really, I'm the type of nigga, bro, when I go to the strip club, I find maybe 1 or 2 bitches that I like.
Yeah.
That's who's gonna get my bread. I'm not gonna just...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nah, every bitch don't get your money.
1 or 2 girl that I like, if I find one that I like, let me holler at you.
Mm-hmm.
Holla. Let me holler at you, shorty. And she gonna get my bread, bro, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna support her business. Because I see them, I don't see strippers as, like, some whores that's just dancing. I see them as business women. I'm gonna support your business. This is your business. Cause at the end of the day, they're damn near 1099 contractors. These girls, they go and dance at these clubs, and they gotta tip out the club, and they keep whatever's left. You know what I mean? They working on tips only. So at the end of the day, they low key running a business. And I'm a businessman, and I support other people's business, small business, big business. I'm gonna support it.
Yeah.
So these women are, to me, I don't see these strippers as like just exotic dancers. I see them as business women. I see them as business women and sales women. You know what I mean? Like, you selling something I want. Make me want it. And me being a salesperson, I'm a hard person to sell to. So if you make me want it, I might spend a little more. I might go in with $200 knowing I got more bread. And if you take all my $200 and I still fuck with you,
I'm hit the
I'm
ATM.
gonna throw some more money.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. I'm gonna make sure I pay the rocket leaving, because ATM fees at the strip club is crazy, nigga.
Nah, them ATM fees at the casino, nigga. Woo! Hey!
I'm going to the gas station across the street. I'll be back, shorty. You feel me? Or I might. There's been times, bro, I done took, $1,000, $2,000 out the bank, but only went in there with $200.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
go back to the car and grab some more bread, because I ain't planning on spending all my bread.
Yeah, for sure.
Some more bread, because I really fucks with shorty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes, bro, I'm telling you, bro, one day, bro, I'm going to take you to the strip club, bro. You want to see the way niggas operate, bro. You're going to be like, damn. I see what bro was saying.
Yeah, I understand. I'll probably go in there with more money than what I need, but knowing my character, I'm gonna throw far less than what I should have. I'm might have
Hey.
$1 that'll touch every stripper in there before it reaches in my hand. I'm gonna be waving, yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, I done seen it all, bro, and it's possible, bro, because at the end of the day, the thing that you gotta remember is that these strippers are people too, bro. Like if you go in there and you just a real ass nigga, bro, they gonna fuck with you regardless if you give them bread or not. They gonna fuck with you because they still people at the end of the day. And you gotta think these women, they come to work 3, 4, 5 days, 12 hours, 10 hours, whatever the case is, and they get sexualized all day by perverted ass niggas. Where they meet a real ass nigga that come in, talk to them like humans and treat them like regular people. They gonna fuck with you regardless if you give them bread or not, dog. Regardless. See that nigga Red said, but you talking to a nigga that used to be in a strip club all the time. Bitches used to know me by name.
Bro, you talking to a nigga that successfully pulled strippers out of strip clubs and fucked all the time.
That's not a flex.
That is a flex. That is a flex. And I'm going to tell you why it's a flex, bro. It's a flex because these bitches see so many niggas a night, bro. And they so used to their bullshit. Yeah, they so used to their bullshit, bro. And for you to come in and be like, shit, da-da-da-da, oop-de-whoop. And then next thing you know, I got that bitch at my crib that night. It's a flex, bro. And it is. Nah, because me, I don't judge nobody. I don't call girls whores or none of this shit because I've been a hoe my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been on straight whore shit half my life. You know what I'm saying? So who am I to judge? Now I'm safe. I'll be safe and protect myself and shit.
So,
but hey, shout out Jordan Grant, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, Jordan, what it do,
drop a
my
follow,
boy?
like, shout out, you shouting him out.
But just cause he commented, yeah. Me and Jordan. Matter of fact, speaking of sluts, that nigga used to hoe with me back in the day, bro.
Hey, chill out, bro. That nigga might got some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean what he fucking with today. Know about back in the day what he did, bro. Chill out.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my god.
So let me ask you this.
But fact of the matter is these strippers is people's too.
Yeah.
Bro. You go in there and treat them like regular motherfuckers, bro. Not like strippers to where you sexualizing them and they just ass and titties to you, bro. They gonna show you love just off the fact that you go in there treating them, because you gotta think niggas come in there all the day treating them like strippers. Niggas treat them like objects, bro. You go in there treat them like a human, bro. They gonna fuck with you regardless, bro. And I guarantee any stripper that watch this be like, that nigga right, bro. Because at the end, and especially if you throwing some bread, bro, they gonna fuck with you, bro. You ain't gotta throw them hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro.
Yeah, on God.
Like I said, I support small businesses. And they small businesses to me, bro. They run their own business.
Hey,
exotic dancing business.
On God, because like I ain't even gonna stunt, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up. There's been times me and DJ went into the strip club and we ain't even throw these bitches no money and we had all these bitches on us, bro. Like they all on us. There's hella people in the club. They not even fucking with them. We not even throwing them no money. We not even throwing them no money. They literally just on our dick all night.
Shake some ass with me. I'll slap them on the ass. All right, go make your bread, shorty. Don't let me hold you. Making your bread. Go make
and they always come back. Came back, talk to us.
And come back.
Yeah.
Come back. These motherfuckers ain't on shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Crazy. Here's a couple dollars. Shake some ass. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's just like that, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, so, like I said, I go to the strip club, bro, not because I'm, like, sexualized. For one, I go for the environment, just because, like I said, I ain't got to worry about it.
And I go for the food.
Nah, I ain't no food in strip club.
Especially in the hood, bro. Strip clubs be having the best wings, dog. In the hood.
I ain't never ate no food at the strip club, bro. I ain't be honest with you.
They got the best thighs and the breasts, bro.
Oh, my God.
Thighs and breasts. I would think they would.
Yeah.
I would think they would.
Nah,
I went to school with a couple females that the stripping became their profession.
Oh yeah.
And I don't look at them any different than I viewed them when we were in high school.
They still just people,
right.
Bro.
Right. So let me ask you this question.
What's up?
Let's say you weren't married. We know you are married. All the females in the chat.
Hey, hold on real quick.
Times.
Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Cause
Hey.
me and my wife will run y'all.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hold on.
Down for the three.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, y'all, everyone, I just want to let y'all know I had a great time talking to y'all. I'm going to have to head out to work. I'm going to leave the live on so these niggas can jibber jabber for however long they want. Derek, when y'all done, just come over here, hit the end stream button on my computer. I'm going to leave it on for y'all. But I got to head to work.
Right.
It was nice talking to y'all. We're going to be back on tomorrow. Hopefully, we're going to be back on tomorrow for a longer stream. We're going to be able to talk about more stuff. We're going to definitely get into some topics. Anything y'all want to know, y'all comment on there. We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't be scared. Don't be scared to comment because I see all y'all comments. So when y'all comment, I'm going to shout it out to my niggas so they can hear. And if you ask a question, even if we're in the middle of a story, you ask a question, I might let some time go by, but I'm going to put your question on stream and ask it to my family. So I just want to let y'all know, stay engaged with us. Tomorrow definitely going to be the day. I'm going to let these niggas chop it up, but I got to head out to work. So I'll see y'all later.
All right, bro.
All right, Red.
Yup.
All right, Relo. So I'm
All right,
saying,
Young, what question was you gonna ask, bro?
I was gonna say this: if you weren't in a relationship, would you cuff a stripper, and her job is stripping, like she's not gonna change her job? Would you cuff a stripper? That's your main girl. Like you go out in public with her, you have to be like niggas from your town, and she work in a strip club in your town. So niggas that you go to the gas station with probably gonna try to pull up like, hey, wooty woo. She done gave you a dance, a private dance last night, right? So, like, would scenarios like that affect your thinking, your thought process towards cuffing a stripper and making her your main female? Yes or no?
I hear you, bro. Damn, that's a good question, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think I could really. I mean, I could cuff one, but I don't think I could really take her that serious. Only because, like I said, nothing wrong with strippers. I like strippers. Okay, nothing wrong with them. But the thing is about me, I'm very selfish and I'm very protective over what's mine. And once I actually develop those feelings for you, I would not be able to allow you to go out here and do something like that just because I don't think I'll be able to stomach that, knowing that you out the crib all day, you working, from 10 p.m. to 2 in the morning, dancing on niggas, this and that, and then you got to come back with me. Now, can I fuck with a stripper? Yes, I can fuck with a stripper for sure. But I don't think I can really, wife one up. I can cuff one, too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can cuff one. Because strippers gonna get that bread. I can cuff one for sure, but I don't think I can really wife one up and you still stay in that profession because, like I said, I'm very protective over what's mine.
Yeah.
Not trying to sound like I'm possessive or I'm crazy or nothing, but I mean, at the end of the day, when you think about it, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers only gonna be protective over something that they care about, and if I care about you, I can't allow that to happen. You know what I mean? So I don't think I could really wife one up. I can fuck with one. We can have fun. You know what I mean? But as long as we set that boundary, like that's just that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I done fuck with. Damn, my wife might hear this. It don't matter. I done fucked with some strippers before, to where like,
trouble, man.
hey man, it's okay, G. It's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either way, she know I'm truthful as hell. I be truthful about my past and my present, bro. So I think that's one thing she likes about me is the fact that I keep it a buck regardless on how she gonna feel. Cause I much rather tell her the truth than try to spare her feelings. You feel me?
Mm.
But I done fucked with strippers in the past where I done had strippers take me out to eat after having a good night and shit like that. You know what I mean? So strippers gonna get to that bag, bro. They gonna get to that bag, and if they fuck with you, bro, they gonna fuck with you because they know they gonna get that bread back tomorrow.
Mm.
So I can fuck with a stripper, you know what I mean? We can have fun together, blah 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 blah. Shit, we can even go grab a couple more strippers to have them on the team, bro, and motherfucking fuck them bitches out if we wanted to. But I don't think I can really take one really serious while you stay in that profession. Now, if you got out the profession, like you was in it and we was together, we was fucking around, we got serious, then you got out the profession, that's different.
But
Okay.
because at the end of the day, that just means my home life gonna be fun as hell. I'm putting a strip pole in the house. You feel me? Bitch, you
Yeah.
already know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put a strip pole in the house. Now you my stripper. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I don't think I can really wife one up while you stay in that profession. I don't think so.
All right. Let me change the stripper to something else. What about a OF girl? What about a girl that does OnlyFans and but she does it online? The people she interacts with, you'll never meet them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If someone do pull up when y'all in public, like it's almost disrespectful because you don't know her, you never seen her, you never talked to her, you really just, you know what I'm saying, like just jumping in a, you know what I'm saying, like it's more
Yeah.
easier to tell someone, hey, back up, bro, without
Right. Right.
stopping her money. Whereas she's a stripper, she has to play fake with these people, that she has
Hundred
to
percent.
put the illusion that she's interested in them so that they will essentially give her the money. You'll pay for something, a feeling that you feel like is reciprocated when it's really not.
Yeah.
What about a OF girl? What about a girl that, or maybe she even, if y'all are talking and she wants to get serious, but she say she not gonna quit her OF stuff, so you gonna have to either do the OF with her, or y'all ain't gonna be able to work it out. What do you think? Does the scenario change if it's a stripper or if it's an OF girl?
I think the scenario does change. I think I'd be more comfortable and more okay with the OF girl versus the stripper because the thing with me is that it separates that physicality of
Okay.
the profession. You know, when you're a stripper, you got to be physical with these niggas, which means if you go into the, and like I said, I've been in the strip club quite a bit, had quite a lot of private dances to where like you literally on my dick. You feel me? Versus the OnlyFans girl, these niggas basically just fantasizing about shortly. They're watching
Mm-hmm.
her doing solo play or whatever the case is, to where it's not as bad as having that physicality behind it. So I
Mm-hmm.
think when it comes to a OF girl, I would be. It's still hard for me to fathom that idea, but at the same time, I think I'd be more lenient with
Mm-hmm.
that kind of profession versus being a stripper because there's no physicality behind it, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna reap the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And I can even help her grow. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, bro. In the past, even now, bro, I'll be talking to my wife about this shit, bro. I want my wife to start selling feet pictures, bro, and I'll help her out, bro. Just because niggas is perverts, bro. We're
Yeah.
perverts, bro. Niggas gonna pay for sex, you know what I mean? And the fact that that's almost an autonomous thing to where motherfuckers don't even necessarily need to know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Cause there's OnlyFans girls that wear ski masks the whole time to where you don't even know who that person is, what they look like for real. You just know what their body look like. So even if we out in public and your body covered and your face out, niggas ain't really gonna be able to pinpoint you as much as if they're a stripper and I just had you, dancing on me for 3 minutes and 23 seconds. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Listening to motherfucking Chris Brown in the back
Mm-hmm.
room, and I paid you $20 to see a butthole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's it's different. It
Uh,
different.
yeah, I say that because there's I play poker, right? I play poker live, and I play online. But when I go and play live poker, I used to play every day. I'll get off of work and go play a couple hours just to get repetition in, just to constantly try to improve my game. But there's this girl, and she goes there all the time, and she'll a young girl too. She might be like 23, 24, very young, very beautiful. Um, but she'll go up there every day, every single day. She'll go up there and play poker, and she goes to like the big tables, the 2-5 tables. So she go up there with like 1,500, two bands every day, win or lose. And I was like, dang, like what these youngsters doing, bro? They got all this money. Like I'm thinking, like she's some rich girl. Her parents are them rich, and she don't got to do nothing. But somebody was talking, and they said, "Oh man, she do OF." You know what I'm saying? She doing OF, man, and it's crazy the amount of money that she makes. Like she
Yeah.
go up there and blow $2,000-3,000 a day,
And not
every
even bat
day.
an eye. Not even a bat an eye because them subscribers gonna come right back.
Yeah, and ain't even tripping. Like, and she got her own car, got a nice car, got her own house, all of that stuff. So I don't know how OF works. The subscription, she must got a lot of subscriptions or a lot of people doing some shit.
Well, yeah, bro. With OF, bro, you can set a subscriber to where motherfuckers is paying $10 a month. Think about. Okay, let's say you started a OF, right? And subscribers pay $10 a month
Hmm.
to be subscribed to your OF, and you get 100 subscribers
Okay, it's $1,000, right? Am I tripping?
a month.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a lot, but
I mean, it's not a lot, but in the grand scheme of things,
you get
let's
ten
take
thousand
that.
followers. You in there?
You see what I'm
You know what I'm talking
saying?
about?
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
fucking in
saying.
there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So now you got 10,000 people paying you $10 a month. $10 a month don't sound like a lot, but when you add it up to that many people,
Hmm.
10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people paying this a month.
Hmm. You was go off. You was talking about the feet pics, and I'm gonna tell you this story. It's a true story. I was
Yeah.
locked up with the dude that heard about something called Feet Finder or something like that. It's a
Yeah,
dude, right?
feetfinders.com. Shout out to Feet Finders.
Shout out to I never been there, but shout out to y'all, man. Y'all made my homeboy rich. And
Yeah.
it's not weird. The story ain't going where you think it's going. He heard about it and he got an idea and he was like, man, he told me the idea. He told me this is what he was gonna do. He actually did it and dude's a millionaire right now. What he did was he got out and he knew some homegirls or some people and he paid them like $500 for them to take 20 pictures of their feet in different positions. All of them was in the same position, and he paid. And I think he ended up like doing 5, 6 different females he talked to, and he made an account on Feet Finders and had people subscribing to him, and he'll sell each different people the exact same picture of this woman's feet. And if they wanted more, they'll ask for whatever it was. He'll have them do these different things. So he got like 15, 20 different girls doing 10, 15 different photos, and he'll sell those exact same pictures to different people over and over and over and
Yeah.
over again. And then people will hit the stream, and the way he set it up, these random people around the world, they think they're talking to this female. They don't know it's a dude.
He's chatting.
They don't know it's a dude. Yeah, they're communicating back and forth, all of this stuff. He's telling them this. And then sometimes they'll do special requests and they'll pay a certain amount. They'll say,
Yeah.
I want you to do this and this and this. And then he'll take it to the female and say, this is what I want you to do. He'll pay her to do that specific thing. And then he'll sell it to dude and he'll make money. Dude made $1 million something, bro, in a year. In a little bit over 12 months. It was like
Yeah.
14 months. Made $1 million, selling pictures of these girls' feet to these people, and he's just selling the exact same. Like if a new person went to the thing and they subscribed and they were trying to do something, they would get the same photo that he sold to 100 other people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I guess the way the copyright is, they can't legally like repost it or share it or something like that. So there's no way for people to really know like, oh, you're reselling the same thing. Otherwise, you can get sued. You're not allowed. I guess the content is private. You're not allowed to screenshot it or whatever it was. I thought that was crazy. I personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Bro, and that's real, and that's what a lot of there's a lot of people out there that do that. I ain't gonna lie, I tried to do that my damn self, bro. But
Mm.
what happened was is when I would talk to bitches about it, and once again, when I say bitches, I mean that with all due respect. It's just I just talk like that. I just mean in a group, just like I say niggas. But anyways, I try to talk to some females about that, but they just thought I was just trying to get free news and fuck with bitches. I'm like, nah, I could really care less about y'all, but sex sells and I know how to sell. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
I tried to motherfucking get a team to where you know what I mean? Yeah, just send me I'll fucking talk to these creepy ass dudes for you. I'll do all this shit and we can make some bread that way. I'll just take a little cut, 10%, 15%, whatever the case is,
Well, 60%
of
if I'm
whatever
doing all the
bread.
work.
Yeah, whatever the case is, bro. But I'll take a percentage. I'll take a percentage of it, and I'll kind of. It's basically like a manager, bro. It's almost like being a social media manager, bro. It's like you're just basically just managing these girls' accounts. And like I said,
Mm.
speaking of which, you know what I mean. If anybody on that, let me know. My wife cool with it, so I ain't gonna get in trouble. We've been talked about this before. Like I said, I'm 100% truthful with her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean. We talked about it before. You know what I mean. So to where like because you think about it, you get 4, 5 girls on your team. whether they're doing OnlyFans or selling feet pictures or whatever the case is, bro. And you can consistently post content, get motherfuckers to join and subscribe and shit like that, and all you doing is motherfucking replying back to these creepy ass dudes talking to them to where they ain't got to do all that. All they got to do is be sexy, be beautiful, whatever the case is. Bro, you can make your bread. They can make their bread.
Mm.
Let's say you had a team and everybody know what it is. Let's say you go to the club, bro. You imagine you pulling up to the club with 4, 5, 6 bad bitches. You getting in for free. You get a section, bro. They can still work while they there. You know what I mean? Just thought I was trying to be some creep. No, I don't give a fuck. I can have my wife and have 4, 5 females doing that shit, and my wife will help me manage that shit. You know what I
Mm.
mean? The money's there, bro. So exactly what you saying, bro. I try to get into that, bro. I tried to. You know what I mean? I tried to. I need to tell me
Yeah,
that nigga formula how he got in, bro. Because
I
what he
told
was
you.
saying to these girls, what he was
I
saying to
told you
them to get them to
exactly.
be okay with it.
He already see the thing about it was he already the greatest resource in this world isn't money, right?
100%.
Money's always going to come from a person. Anytime you get money, it's going to come from a person. So therefore, the money isn't the greatest resource. The person is. He already had the
100%.
resources. He already knew people that
Okay.
was there. He already knew the females that were down. He was telling we were locked up together. He was telling me what he was going to do. I thought you was weird. I was like, bro, you weird, bro. Bro, you was strange.
But you saw that
We,
paper roll in, you was like,
yeah.
damn, he might be on the song.
Yeah, nah, he got out. This is back when that Fee Finder stuff was jumping. This I don't know when it was. I think this had to been back in 2015, 2016 when he got out and he did it. I'm still locked up. I didn't get out until 2022. He just sent me. He FaceTimed me when I was in the penitentiary. We had a cell phone. Me and the dogs. We had a cell phone. He FaceTimed me. He had a stack of money and showed me his bankroll. He was like, "Yo, I told you it was gonna work out. Wooty woo, little bro. I told you." And I don't think I'm like, well, put some money on my books then, hoy, nigga.
He said, let me
Yeah,
put some of my commissary,
yeah.
G.
I told you it wasn't gonna work out, and it did. Yeah, I motivated you, nigga. Put some money on my
Yeah.
books, nigga. Nah, but so yeah, the greatest resource is always people. So anytime you go into a business or a business aspect, you gotta not focus on trying to get money. You gotta focus on getting it to the right people, right? Whether it's the
Hey,
right
man, it's not
audience
about
or
what you
it's the
know, it's about
right
who you know.
management, right? And sometimes you might not know the right person. You gotta go find them. You gotta introduce. You got to sell yourself to that person, right? Because you don't sell yourself for the money. People sell themselves for the money and end up in P Diddy parties and shit, right? So I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Niggas want money so bad they don't want the resource. They want the resources. So
Yeah.
they end up in a situation where now you all over front news of CNN. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never wanted resources like that. I always wanted the resource. I'm always a person oriented thing. I won't go into business with someone if I don't like their character. I won't loan
100%.
someone. I won't give someone money even if I know they're gonna give it back if I don't like their character, because I'm going to be investing into you to do something negative, and therefore I'm reliable for whatever you do with
Yeah.
said information. I'm not going. I don't know. You can call it a bunch of stuff. Law would say I'm a guilty by association if I were to do something to encourage you to do a crime.
100%.
The
100%.
Bible, if you're going to religious views, the Bible say don't cast pearls to swine. I can't give you something that you're gonna trample on, right? If you go
Yeah.
through any perspective, all general areas of the world agree on the same thing, bro. It's not, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
Okay,
saying.
great.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro.
Yo,
I get what you're saying.
let me go back now that your connection better. I want to go back to the first question I asked and you got cut off.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about finances, I felt like it would be a good time to bring it back
Yeah,
up.
what's up?
You remember the question I asked you about getting rich, thoughts, process?
Yeah. Go
If
ahead,
you
run
didn't
it
have,
back so I can.
all right,
Yeah.
here's the thought process for our audience trying to open your mind. This is what we would do if we had an opportunity in the position. So, full disclaimer, this might not be actual. It might not even be possible. But if we didn't have things like anything, if we didn't have kids that we had to worry about, if we didn't have marriages that we had to sustain, if we didn't have whatever, have to sleep 8 hours a day, if we didn't have those typical things that can hinder us from being as efficient as we possibly can, and we wanted to start right now, and over a period of time, let's say you add a time frame to it, what would be your number one idea to accumulate a lot of money realistically in your lifetime or in the next few years, whatever time frame you want to put it on, whatever you value.
Yeah. Um. See, I want to know how deep I want to go with this. Well, I mean, at the very least, I would at least set up a way to where my money can work for me.
Hmm.
The thing that a lot of people, the reason why a lot of people fail at gaining that kind of wealth that they're looking for is either impatience, lack of information, or like we
Hmm.
was talking about earlier, lack of resources. So if you had all the time in the world, you didn't have anything holding you back, and you could put your best foot forward and go in full stride, I would start a business. Big or small, I would start a business because not only, even if your business doesn't do quite as well as you would hope it would, there's so
Hmm.
many benefits on having a business. Now, I'm gonna get a little controversial. Some people might get mad at me for mentioning this or saying this, but
Okay.
once again, this is the inner circle, and I really don't give a fuck what y'all think.
It's
Um,
in a
but
circle,
at the
baby. This
but
does.
at the same time, as much as people hate on that nigga Donald Trump,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna say this little piece of information, and I hope it opens somebody's mind to kind of see the possibilities on what it is when you have your own business and you work smarter, not harder. So
Hmm.
that nigga Donald Trump has like a golf course, I believe it is, big ass golf course. And that nigga doesn't pay property taxes on it because he had an ex-wife that passed away and he buried her on that
Hmm.
property to where now it's a grave site. Now it's a burial site to where burial sites don't you don't pay property taxes on burial
That's
sites.
correct.
So that goes back to what I was saying before is on the lack of information is the fact that
Mm.
if you had the time, a lot of times having gaining that wealth isn't about having money to be able to gain that wealth. It's about
Hmm.
knowing how to actually gain that wealth.
Hmm.
That's think about having. Let's say you had a fucking a hotel or a resort or something, big ass multi-million-dollar hotel or resort,
Hmm.
and you bury one of your late parents or somebody on that property. Well, now you don't have to pay property taxes. So now you just took your profits from paying, let's say, for an easy number, $50,000 a year on property taxes. Now you get to keep that $50,000 a year,
Hmm.
where you can take that $50,000 a year that now you're saving on your property taxes and reinvest that in something else.
Okay. So it's
So
not
really,
like get the money and now I have more money. It's like I've accumulated an excess amount of money. Let me reinvest it to multiply,
yeah,
essentially.
basically, what I'm saying is that having the information on how to make your
Mm.
money work for you, to
Okay.
where now I got this hotel. Well, fuck it. Let's even go smaller. Let's say you buy a fourplex and you got some land behind the. Matter of fact, let's take it all the way back. Let me tell you one of my thought process on how I was
Hmm.
going to gain financial freedom. I
Okay.
wanted to buy a plot of land, 1 to 5 acres, something big enough to where I can build on. And I wanted to pay that land down. Now, if I pay that land down and I build equity in that land, I can actually use my equity that I built in that land for a down payment on a construction loan to where now, yeah, I might have had to bite the bullet and come out with more money ahead of time.
Hmm.
But now since I built that equity, I can let my money work for me. I can take my equity, use my equity as a down payment for a fourplex, maybe two fourplexes, maybe three fourplexes,
Hmm.
right? Now I use my equity to where now I'm not putting out no more money. I might have footed that money for 3 years straight, but now I built that equity to where I can use my equity to build this property to where now when I'm renting these properties out, let's just say you got three fourplexes and you're
Come
renting it
in.
out for $1,200 a unit.
Okay.
Well, now those units are going to be paying for your construction loan to where now you're not even using your money to pay for that construction loan. You're using somebody else's money to pay for your construction loan. And now I build equity in that, and I can do what's called a HELOC, which is the home equity loan.
All right.
I could
And,
take a home equity loan and I could go take that money that I already accumulated from somebody else paying my fucking fourplexes. I could take
mhm.
that money and reinvest it into something else and reinvest it in something else. So that goes back to what I said previously when you said something. That's another thing is getting the
Salute.
information.
Mhm.
Getting the information. A lot of motherfuckers don't have the information, and that's why they're not where they want to be at. Because they don't have the information needed
Okay.
to get to where they need to be at. And I like to say I graduated from YouTube University. Okay,
Mhm.
the information is out there. We're in a world of technology, and the information is out there. So if you're not out there going to get the information to get to where you want to be, you're never going to get to where you want to be because the information is out there. It's all public. This is all the
Mhm.
information. And once again, I'm gonna get controversial with it. This
Mhm.
is all the information that the white people had before, back when we weren't allowed to buy houses, we weren't allowed to do this
Mhm.
and that. This is all the information that they had that got passed down generation to generation to generation, to where
Mhm.
now us being a minority and somebody that's always been, always had our hands tied behind our back coming up in America, to where now we have the information out, to where now we can do the same thing that these people are doing to get to where they wanted to be at.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's not really about the money on how to gain that financial freedom, how to gain that wealth. It's about having the information, having access to that information, having the resources. It's not
Mhm.
about what you know. It's not always about what you know. It's about who you know. So that goes into another
Mhm.
thing, crowdfunding. Finding people to invest in your dreams, finding people to
Mhm.
invest in your idea is going to be the way to build that to build that wealth without having the money to necessarily build that wealth. You can
Mhm.
find somebody to motherfucking invest in that wealth. For instance, I know Tevin told you about the whole vape shop shit we was trying to open up.
Yeah. You want to tell the
So
chat
the
about it, or you don't want?
hey, not yet because it's still a
Okay.
working process. I had to. There's a lot of moving pieces going on now that where I had to start all over. But I do have an LLC. I actually got a holding company. And the crazy thing, I know I'm gonna talk a lot, but I like talking about this type of shit. When y'all was talking
No,
about books
absolutely.
earlier, reading fantasy and shit like this, the shit I read up on to where I
You read
can better
everything,
myself.
right? You
You
could
know
have
what I
brought
mean?
this up.
But yeah, but the thing is that, what I mean, I got a holding company. So even now, a holding company, it's a non-operating business. I don't sell anything. I don't do nothing with this business, but I do use money to foot this business to where I write that off on my taxes at the end of the year. I got QuickBooks that I pay $19 a month for, that I write that off at the end of the year.
Mhm.
I write that money off at the end of the year off of my earned wages from my
Mhm.
job, to where I can lower my taxable income, to where now instead of getting taxed on 50, 60, $70,000, I get taxed on that minus, or I get taxed on my wages minus whatever money I put into my business, my holding company, and I get taxed on that.
Right.
To where I'm lowering my taxable income, so I pay less taxes every year. You know what I mean? This is the information that's not publicly publicized, but this is the shit that the rich people been doing for a long time. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, like I was talking about crowdfunding, you know what I mean? For instance, I was getting my hair cut the other day, and I was talking to my barber. I ain't got my hair cut now, so I got the beanie on, but I was talking to my barber about it. It was like
Ooh.
2 months ago. I was telling him about the idea, and he was like, "Well, where are your partners at now? How much money are you looking for?" Because I sold the idea to him, and he's ready to invest 20 to 30K into my business idea, and I ain't got to put no money out. All I got to do is do all the leg work, do all, what I mean, work the
Mhm.
business, blah blah blah. But he's not. He's willing to give me the bread for it, to where now I don't have to come out with no money, and I
Mhm.
can still build wealth. I can build something that's sustainable, something that's gonna
Mhm.
put me in a position I want to be at without coming a dime out of my pocket. All I
Right.
got to do is have the information, have the resources, have the plan, and then execute. That's all
Okay.
I have to do. He did. I mean, and that sounds like the hard part, but that's not the hard part. The hard part is
Mhm.
coming up with the bread, especially when you only got the bread. We ain't got nobody, no handouts, no family wealth, that no mom and daddy money. The
Mhm.
hard part is coming up with the bread.
Mhm.
But I made it easy, and even he told me, because he owns his own shop now. This nigga that's been in and out of jail, he's one of my barbers, been in and out of jail, blah blah blah. And he told me when I was talking to him about it, he was like, "Bro, you know what I did?" He was like, "I found somebody that's going to invest in my dreams, and they gave me the money to start this shit, to where now I'm
Mhm.
good. I'm good. I got my own barber shop. He just bought a truck, to where now he has somebody driving that truck for him. All he
Mhm.
do is set up the load, set up the transportation. He has somebody that drives his truck for him, and he pays him out. He told me he makes about $1,400 per load.
Mhm. Yeah,
The thing
that's
about
that's
14,
yeah. That's crazy. I don't want to cut you off real quick, but
No, you good.
talking about people that are investing, uh, see, my problem is I never had problem getting the money to do something
Yeah.
because my work ethic. I work. I remember at one point in time I was working 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts every day, and I do it for 2 months straight. And then I tell my supervisor, "Nah, I need day off. Matter of fact, I need 2 days off. Like either like y'all gonna give me the days off, or I'm gonna wig out up here and cut somebody out because mentally I'll get frustrated working that many hours." So getting
Yeah.
money wasn't ever a problem for me. If I put my mind to something and I need money for something, I accumulate the money quick, real quick.
100%.
Like I tell you.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you
Okay.
this, bro. Let me ask you this. So, I mean, of course, we some get money ass niggas, but let me ask you this.
Right.
When you was trying to get the money to do what you had to do, did you have the time to really put the effort into achieving that goal you were trying to achieve?
No, yeah, absolutely. Because the goal was the end goal. The goal was never the process, right?
Okay.
Uh, there's a Bible scripture that talks about Jacob is as ravenous as ravenous as a wolf. In the morning, it says, in the morning he will. What is it? In the morning he'll kill the prey. In the evening he'll divide the spoils. But it's talking about
Mm.
a time shift. It's talking about you got to work first before you can divide.
Using
You
your
can't
time
divide.
wisely.
Yeah, you can't divide while you're supposed to be killing, and you can't kill while you're supposed to be rewarding yourself. So a lot of people in our generation, I feel like they got it backwards, right? They want to enjoy their life up front, and then when Social Security is supposed to come, now they got to work. They didn't build the relationships. They didn't have a healthy wife situation. They're not on good standing with their kids. They don't have no one to fall back on. So they're 59, 60 years old, having to go to work every day, like they should have been doing when they were 23, 24, 25,
Yeah.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30, right? But yeah, my end goal, see, I always enjoyed things when I reached my goal. So I got a Challenger, red Challenger, right? Paid off completely. Don't own a bank. I paid it off cash when I got it, right? The
Yep, I
fulfilling
remember.
part, the fulfilling part about that process was when I got my car and I drive it every day and I enjoy my car. I don't have to pay a car note. I don't have to keep paying for something that's a depreciating value, right? The longer I have it, the less it's going to be worth.
Yeah.
Another year passes. If a whole year goes by and I don't drive that car, it's still lost value, right? So that's the fulfilling part for me, not the process of working to pay it off. Not now, never that process was terrible, but I knew I wanted something that looked nice. I knew I wanted, like, I might be cheap in a lot of stuff. There's few areas in my life that I will not be cheap on. One, I will not be cheap on the car that I drive. It gives me an inward purpose, an inward peace when I go out. It makes me feel like I can tackle the day. I won't be cheap on my toothpaste, and I won't be cheap on my toilet paper. Those are the only
Yeah.
three things I won't be cheap on. Everything else, my clothes is a regular ass Nike hoodie. This is my work hoodie. I done worked in this. I wear this hoodie to work once a week, probably for the last year and a half. Right? I wear it on the stream. Right? It don't matter. Like those things I can cut corners on, but I won't cut corners on toothpaste. I won't cut corners on toilet paper, and I won't cut corners on my car. And for other people, it could be something else. It might be
Yeah.
I won't cut corners on whatever it is. I don't
You
know,
know,
whatever thing they fancy. Some people are shoe people. Like I might cut corners on my blue jeans might be regular ass Levi's, but my tennis shoes is gonna be some Jordans. They're gonna be
yeah.
some $1,000 shoes. So everyone has that different thing, or they should, right? Otherwise, you're not really enjoying your work. You're not enjoying the things that you're putting forward or you're putting your time in.
I'm glad you said that because that brings me to another thing that a lot of younger people miss out on when it comes to trying to build wealth is delayed gratification.
Hmm.
Because what you explained right there is exactly that delayed gratification, to where niggas would get some bread and want to go out and they'll make their first $1,000, $2,000 and want to go buy these Dior's and buy that Gucci and shit like
Hmm.
that. To where now you're hustling backwards to where you might get $1,000, but you spend 500. Now you got
Hmm.
500. Then you go back next month, make 1,000, you spend 500 because you want that instant gratification versus delaying your gratification where yeah you go out make $1,000, you spend maybe 100, now you got 900. Now you go back and make another 1,000, you
Hmm.
spend another 100, and all this hundreds that you're spending, it's
Hmm.
going to making you more money to where now, okay, after the fourth time you spent that 100, now you got an extra 400 to where now you can take that and now you spend it on something else to where now instead of making that 1,000, now you're making 1,400,
Mhm.
1,400. Now you're taking money from that,
Mhm.
putting it to side, putting it somewhere that's gonna now falling up. You're making two bands, and then going forward, building that to where now you get to the point to where okay, now I'm making $3,000 a week consistently. Now I can go spend that $500, buy that $500 pair of shoes, that $500 Gucci sweater that I seen that I like.
Mhm.
You know, delaying that gratification is going to be very important when it comes to building wealth. You know, what I mean, you look at wealthy people; they don't show their wealth on their body. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I mean, even Jay-Z said it, you know, before he was really wealthy, that nigga was buying the big chains, had the big diamond chains and shit like that. But once he actually got that bread,
Mhm.
he would stop wearing that shit because it really doesn't show your wealth. It really shows how irresponsible you are with your money because you're
Mhm.
buying, you know, you making $100,000 a year, but that first year you made that $100,000, you bought a $500,000 house to where now you got a five, six, $7,000 mortgage, and
Mhm.
you're buying these things to where now that $100,000 a year you're making is really turning into 40, $50,000 a year because you got more coming out than you got coming in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
So,
delayed gratification, I didn't mean to do that, but delayed gratification is definitely very important when it comes to
right.
building wealth. You know what I mean? You don't need to go out and make your first $1,000
Mhm.
and go spend $400 or $500 on something because you
Mhm.
want it. It can wait. It'll be there tomorrow. And one thing I always say is like, bro, it doesn't really matter what you wear. I can pull the same bitches in a fit from Ross Dress for Less as a nigga wear full designer. It's not really
Mhm.
about that because at the end of the day, them clothes are just material items.
Mhm.
It doesn't really say your character. You know, there's a lot of niggas right now that got a full Gucci fit but bought that shit on Afterpay and paying installment payments on that shit.
Mhm.
Like nigga, you ain't really balling. You just look like you balling until a nigga
Yeah.
that's really balling pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That.
Nigga really balling pull up in a polo and some fucking Wranglers, but driving the motherfucking Ferrari, driving this nice ass whip. You pulling up in a full Gucci suit, driving a fucking Honda Accord, nigga. You're hustling backwards at that point.
Yeah, I see it. All right. I want to give my idea, but I want to change it slightly, right? I want to talk about. Let's make it a segment. I'm a shooting out an idea, right?
Okay.
If someone takes my idea and gets famous or gets not famous, rich, makes a lot of money off of it, just do me a favor. You ain't got to give me a lot of money. Just like and follow the stream, right? If you take my idea and become rich,
What's that?
just subscribe to the stream, right? That's all I ask for you. It ain't gonna
And as
cost
his
you nothing.
manager, I need 10%. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Hey,
it ain't gonna
look, I
cost
need
too
ten
much.
percent.
All right, this is my idea. I feel like this could be a very profitable platform, right? You know how people got apps for everything, apps for this, apps for that. What about if there was an app for people that feel like they have great ideas? You can go on that app, list your idea, post it. The app will automatically copyright your idea, and then there's other people, entrepreneurs, businessmen, all of that stuff. They have access to this app. They can scroll through these ideas, right? If they find an idea from someone that they want to implement or want to buy or whatever it is, they can buy it from that person, right? And that copyright from them right off of that app. Boom. And it's like you ain't got to jump through hoops. So let's say I'm on the app and I want to sell, I'm writing a book and I put on that app uh, uh, a overview of a book that I think is a great idea. Right, I write out the plot, the twist, characters, all of that stuff. Now, if you buy the idea, you can change the names, you can change whatever you want. But on this app that I'm producing, let's say I'm selling ideas for books, and I've got like mentally like 20 different book ideas, which I do, right? So let's say I write down a rough draft, not actual words, but I write down like everything from like the climax, I write down the plot twist, I write down all of those things. right? And then someone can go into it, view my right? It's sectioned by category. So let's say someone was looking for movie ideas, right? Let's say a big producer or whatever it is. They want the next up and coming thing, or they want something that's going to resonate with the people, right? Not just seem like this Hollywood big explosion shit. They want some real characteristics. So they can go on there, look at your idea. If they like your thing, they can buy
Hey,
it from you.
hold on, real quick, there. Hey, shout out Samantha, bro. I appreciate you commented on the stream. Samantha said, "Hey, y'all, I just want y'all to know I love you all, and I love that you're trying to be better human beings, and I'm supportive of that. We appreciate you dropping that comment. You know what I mean? We trying to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Shout
My
out to
fault, man.
Samantha. We love you too. How do
Yeah,
you see the
you remember
comments
Samantha, bro?
uh,
Well, I
from a
just logged
scooter?
into Facebook real quick because I remember he was talking about people was commenting on Facebook. So I logged into Facebook real quick to see what was going on. I see now
Okay.
Patine hopped in an hour ago, but Samantha just dropped something 6 minutes ago. I appreciate you if you're still watching. We
Shout
appreciate the
out.
love and the support. Uh, but yeah,
Let,
yeah, yeah. My fault, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. I just
nah,
wanted to make sure
that's
I show
cool.
some
Hey, do
love.
that. That's cool. Let me bring it up too so I can see it. Let me
Yeah,
turn my volume down. Okay, I see it. Love y'all. Support that. Family forever. I love that shit. Appreciate y'all. Remember Samantha, man. We went to high school together.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so what do you think about that idea? Do you think that would be a productive, profitable? I think it could be big. Honestly, if
I
you
do.
just like scratch the surface of it, it could be anything, right? It can be something that'll help out the small man from the projects or the small woman from the projects that has big ideas but don't have the opportunity or the platform to be who they want it to be, right? But they can
Yeah,
put their idea out there and somebody can see it. They know it's great, right? And automatically the platform will copyright it if it's copyrightable, right? You can't just mimic somebody else's stuff and then
yeah,
put a copyright on. But let's say that's all optional. We're not going to say there's going to be big dilemmas with that. But if it was possible, I think that would be a huge money making platform because it can be anything. It could be music, like
no,
music. You think about all the people that want to be signed or whatever it is, but didn't have the opportunity. They can put their song out there, and frankly, majority of the music nowadays was written by someone else for someone else, or it was a copy of said thing. They can take your song. They can first of all buy your song from you, and then you would just take it down. It would go off the app, right? The app wouldn't allow it to be up anymore because it's sold now, right? I think this could be something big, right? I think it could be big.
yeah. So I do. I see where you're going with this. I'm gonna say two things. For one, when it comes to
Okay.
copyrights and intellectual properties, there's a lot of gray area that comes into it because with intellectual properties like music, art, writing books, things of those nature, really like for instance, I'm gonna give an example. So let's say I put out a song today, right, and I never copyrighted it or anything
Hmm.
like that. I put out a song today, and some big name artist takes that song and um and uses it and then they get big on it
Hmm.
even though and copyright it even though I never copyrighted that song. I could still copyright it after the fact and I could still win the case as long as I can show there's three things that you got to show the similarities,
Hmm.
accessibility, and then you got to show the data origin.
Right.
So as long as I can prove those things, no matter when I copyright it, it could be after the fact. um I can still win that case. I still have an argumentable case.
Hmm.
Now it's going to take me to the next thing. I hear what you're saying. So there's actually already websites
Hmm.
that are like that, and I'm gonna tell you a story real quick, bro. That I don't think not a lot of people know this, but back when I was 17, 18, and I had my kids, I had an idea of basically like a coffee machine, but it makes baby bottles,
Hmm.
right? I called it Look Mom No Hands. I was 18, it's just a long name. I was 18 when I made it, right? So there was this website called Invent Help where you go on there, you can pitch your idea, and investors can pick up that idea, and
Hmm.
they'll help you, bring your idea to life, get into Walmart, get into things of this nature. And this is all speculations. I don't know if this is 100% true, but this is really how I feel. So I went on
Hmm.
that website at the age of 18. I got, I had my twins. I was thinking about ways, I've always been an entrepreneur, business mindset, you know what I mean? So I thought of this idea. I went on there, I pitched this idea. I was typing, pitched this idea, right? Um,
Never heard nothing back. I submitted it on Event Help. Never heard anything back. Then like years later, after me and their mom to split up, I'm not talking no more, whatever the case is. She messaged me randomly. I think she was in like a Walmart or Target or something like that. And she messaged me and she was like, "You would never guess what I seen." Because I told her about the idea.
Okay.
She seen literally the idea that I had.
And it's called No Hands. They cut out all the words. It's called No.
No, it was called Baby Breeza. It's called a Baby Breeza. If you see Baby Breeza in Walmart, Target, whatever the case is, fuck them niggas, bro. I promise you they took my idea, bro.
They stole your idea that you posted online.
That I posted online. I even told a description on how I wanted it. It was basically like I said, it was like a coffee machine where you could put the formula in it and the water in it, and you literally just pick how many ounces you want, and it automatically distributes it out, puts it in the bottle, heats it up to where you can tend to your baby.
Just pick up the bottle.
Getting made, and then you pick up the bottle and you can feed your baby. So that was my idea at 18. She texted, like I said, me and her split up when my kids were 4, so it had to be at least 4 to 6 years later when she's messaging me saying, "Hey, you would never guess what I seen." And mind you, at that time we was on bad terms. So for her to text me and be like, "Hey, you would never guess what the fuck I seen in the store."
Yeah. That's crazy.
That tells me that. So you do got to be careful with shit like that, because
that's
people
why
can still take your ideal and tweak it a little bit and make it their own idea to where now it's original idea. You know what I mean? They took your concept, tweaked it, and now it's original idea. So there is a lot of gray area.
I can see the gray area. But that's why I say on the app that I was thinking, like, I want the copyright to be the priority, right? I want the copyright to be the priority. So therefore, if someone does steal your idea, the app will help you recover your losses, right? Because I'm never for the big man taking advantage of the little man. That's why I'm real big on sports, right? As you know, we live right outside of Dallas. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, and people were upset. They were throwing a fit when Dak Prescott got all that money, right? Saying he should have took less money. Look at the state of the team we're in. We could have had the money to re-sign Micah Parsons. We could have had the money to re-sign, or not re-sign, or to actually sign some better receivers. Our team would not be in such a rough shape if we didn't have to give all that money to this mediocre quarterback, Dak Prescott. I don't think he's mediocre. I just think he can't play very well with a subpar team. But anyways, my thought process on that situation, even though I know the outcome of the results, my thought process is the same. I'm never a fan of giving of a millionaire or the little man. A millionaire is not a lot of money, but it is in this thought process. I'm never a fan of a millionaire giving a salary decrease to a billionaire, right? You're $1 billion company. I am not taking less money. I'm not going to do it to make you happy, to better benefit you. So a millionaire should never give less money, take less money to help out a billionaire, right? You're going to be fine regardless of what I do, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm always for the small man. You were talking about Trump and their policies and all of this stuff earlier, in Kamala Harris. I'm not a Trump fan at all. I don't like his character. I don't think he's a chairman, and the presidency is a chairman position. I don't think he fills the criteria for those things. But the reason why, if I were to vote, which I can't, but if I were to vote, I would have voted for Trump and not Kamala Harris, is because I'm pro-life. I'm just honest. I'm pro-life, and I feel like the victim is always the victim, and the person. If you're pro women's choice, I'm fine with you. I'm pro women's choice too. I was raised by a single woman. I'm all for women's right, but I don't think abortion is a right that is of a woman, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. So I'm always for the little man. I'm for the victim, and I feel like the victim isn't the woman in the situation. I feel like the victim is the aborted. So anyways, so when you were talking about this subject, like I don't know, I'm just like, yeah. So if it comes to the app, I want the app to be so focused on the copyright and so focused on the ability to recoup losses if someone steals your idea. because the app helped you facilitate that copyright, and obviously the app will get some proceeds when the ideas do sell. So
Yeah.
that's kind of my thought process
No, no,
out there.
100%, 100%. And I wish that there's just so much gray area to where I get what you're saying, and I'm the same way with you. I'd much rather
Mm-hmm.
support the little man than support the big man because you know what, the big man that built their business off the little man. You know what I mean? That's really what it is, and I wish there was a way to stop that, which there could be, and I might not know. You know what I mean? If somebody know, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I just know that, like that example I gave you before, that story I said before, I wish there was a way to where I could recoup on that because at the end of the day, like I'm not somebody that look for a handout. If something don't go my way, I just find another way around it. But at the end of the day, that was something that I thought of just based off of my own personal experience to where
Mm-hmm.
I knew that would be something that would take off and I could make the bread off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To where now that I'm just sitting here and now it's he say she say. You know what I mean? To where it's like,
Yeah,
they could
like
be
if
like,
you
cause they,
if you
you
did
know what?
fill out a lawsuit or something like that, you wouldn't really have the legal,
I won't.
like
I wouldn't.
the evidence to be able to prove like, nah, I came up with this idea first. You'd have to bring up an old post or old sent email
Yeah,
to an
and
app
and I
that they
tried.
could argue they'd never seen, right? They could argue
Yeah,
I've never seen this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and
So
it
I
don't.
understand
And
that.
trust me, I've tried. I've tried to motherfucking go back and find that submission
Mm-hmm.
that I posted on it didn't help. Hey man, if anybody know how to do that, man, let me know so I can recoup on my losses, G. Because
Real
like I
talk.
said, that wasn't just some shit that I put together. That was off of a personal experience because I was a motherfucker that had twins. I had two kids to where it was hard for me to make both of them a bottle at the same time. People, what I mean, while they're sitting there crying. That's why I thought of the idea because I was like, how could I make my life easier and still be able to care for my kids the way I
Mm-hmm.
want to. And the fact that, I put that idea out and years later, here comes this invention that basically looks just like I described it. It works
Mm-hmm.
exactly how I described it, how I wanted
Mm-hmm.
it to work, and I get nothing from it. Like that
Yeah.
just shows how much of a capitalism country that we live in. You know what I mean? And it's disheartening because I was just at the time I
Mm-hmm.
was a kid, bro. I was 18 years old with two
Okay.
kids crying. I'm trying to make them bottles and they crying. I gotta heat the bottle up, gotta go pick them up. Move, move, be quiet, be quiet. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just I wish there was a way to be able to help other people in the same situation to be able to. But like, and that's another thing is the fact that there's so many smart motherfuckers out here, motherfuckers that got great ideas, great inventions. The thing about an invention or coming up with something to make it make sense and make the most money, it has to solve a problem. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
That's correct.
If you want to invent something or make something, the best thing to do is make something that solves a problem. And now, this was back in 2011, you know what I mean? This was before we were at the age we're at now with technology to where almost everything's already been invented, you know what I mean? As far as technology wise, everything's already been invented for the most part. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Now anything that's coming out is a variant of something else or
Right. Some type of small improvement that makes it that much better,
right.
right? It's never
Or
something new.
yeah, or a concept of something else. But that idea
Mm.
that I had was something that was never, and for all I know, it could have been something that was already out. I probably just couldn't afford it, so I never seen it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't think it's something I've ever seen before. To where when I came out with that, it was like, this is it. In my mind, I was like, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna be able to take care of these kids that I had at 18, fresh out of high school. I'm gonna
Man.
be able to take care of my kids and my family off of this one idea to where now there's somebody else taking care of their kids and their family off of that fucking idea. Like to this day, bro, I'm 32 years old. 13 years later, my kids are 13 now. 13 years later, bro, it
Jeez.
still pisses me off. Yeah, 13 years later, this is something that still pisses me off and not really eats me up, but it's something I do think about from time to time periodically because I'm like, damn, if that shit would have hit, bro, I would be in a different position in my life. Because the,
Yeah.
the the reason why I knew that shit was gonna hit because if I know one thing, babies aren't going anywhere. People are always
Absolutely
having
not.
babies, kids all the
That's correct.
time. So coming up with that idea, I wasn't thinking about the right now. I was thinking about the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later, generations later, to where now this is something that's become this in everybody's house because everybody's having kids forever, and the kids aren't going
Mhm.
to stop coming.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So if you make so that goes to my next point. You know what I mean? You're making inventions. If you make a invention that solves a problem with something that's not going to go away,
Mhm. You'll have infinite resources essentially in the
infinite
future.
resources, infinite, you know what I mean, something that's going to automate. And then at the same time, you know, you come out with something, it might not be the best invention, but if you can get it out there and you can get it bought up or whatever the case is, even when people make variants, they're going to have to pay for that. You know, they're going to have to pay to make that variant
To use
because
that
now you don't
copyright,
already
right?
make. Right, you already copyrighted. You already got a concept to where now, if they want to deviate off that concept and add something to it, whatever the case is, you know, you're still going to get a piece of that pie. It might not
Right.
be, you know, 100%, but you might get 20% of this next person's invention off of your invention. You know what I mean? So, like I
That's
said,
correct.
man, one thing I always say, you know, going back to the whole wealth conversation. I know we're having a long-winded conversation, but going back to building wealth and shit like that. Um, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? This day and age that we're living in now, this day of technology, we're you know, the most millionaires are being made in this day and age, bro. There's a millionaire
Mhm.
being made almost every day, almost every, you know what I mean, every week there's a new millionaire being made because we're in the world of technology. You know what I mean? So utilize,
Right.
especially these young kids, bro. These young kids are crazy when it comes to these technologies, bro. I remember my
Mhm.
son being 2, 3 years old playing Subway Surfer, bro.
Mhm.
I remember me 2, 3 years old, bro. I was eating ants, dog. You know what I mean?
That's
You
correct.
know what I mean,
Yeah,
bro?
that is correct. This age has the most teenage to early 20 millionaires than ever before. Most of the
Yeah.
time, those people are generational wealth type of situations where
Generational wealth,
unfortunately
fucking
their parents
lawyers,
passed away,
engineers.
and yeah,
Yeah. People that
hell
went
to
to school, spent a whole bunch of money going to school to be able to get in these career fields to where they could make
hmm
that kind of money. There's a motherfucker right now doing this shit on TikTok,
hmm
making
making
millions of dollars.
there's motherfuckers in high school cutting their homeboys hair for $20. Go to the barbershop, you paying 40. Learn how to cut hair, making $200 a week.
Yeah.
Eh,
Posting videos about it,
Yeah,
making money. Motherfuckers,
making
yeah. So
more money. First of all, if I when I was 15, 16, making money like that, I wouldn't know how to act, bro. I
when,
wouldn't know
bro,
how to act. I'd have dropped out of school and everything. I'd have been crazy because mentally I didn't mature as fast as other people. Probably
yeah,
because life situations or whatever it was. But essentially, like, I don't know. And just to see some people, I seen this one girl, she became a millionaire while she was still in high school off of TikTok and
yeah,
Instagram and YouTube, just posting get ready with me type stuff and all of this stuff and lying saying the account because you have to be a certain age saying the account was ran by an adult, but really she was just really running her own stuff, was a millionaire in high school, going to high school like a normal person with $1 million in her bank account. It's
yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
absolutely crazy.
bro. You know what really fucked me up, bro, was when I realized that I was older than Google.
Yeah,
Big facts, bro.
big
Google. I
fact.
just looked it up. I just looked it up. I knew I was older than Google, but I looked up the exact date, bro. Was established September 4th, 1998.
Everybody older than Google. Everybody older than Google.
September 4th, 1998, bro.
Yeah, I was about 5, 6. I don't know how old I was. I was somewhere in that area.
Yes, bro.
That's
But so that's what
crazy.
I'm saying, bro. Is the fact that
Yeah.
these kids now, bro, like these teenagers now and shit like that, they have the resources. That goes back to the question you asked me when you was talking about building wealth, how to do it. And I ain't mentioned nothing about spending money, but one
Mhm.
thing I said was utilizing your resources.
Yeah.
Bro,
What?
the internet is probably the best resource right now to build
Absolutely.
any kind of wealth. The internet, bro. Like motherfuckers like and we're like we're lucky enough to be in the day and age to where we were like
Mhm.
we weren't in the big technology age, but we was able to see it progress.
Mhm.
Like
Absolutely.
I remember my first cell phone, bro. It was the little Nokia, the green wax
Yeah.
screen, bro, where you only had Snake and Tetris on your shit, bro. And you had
Oh, my
the motherfucking
mama.
keyboard where you had to hit the same number multiple times to get the. Bro, I remember, bro. I remember freshman year, bro. We was all on base on Scott Air Force Base, bro. And you wanted a ringtone, and you had the little weak ass ringtone that you had to type in with
Yeah.
the numbers, and it was beep, 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 beep. Bro, I remember that shit, bro. Now,
Yeah.
man, bro, ringback tones and shit, bro. But like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like utilizing your resources is gonna be another way to gain wealth, bro. Because the resources out there, and these younger kids, this younger generation, they're way more advanced with us when it comes to this technology. Like I'm not, by all means, I'm not like super old or anything. You know, I'm 32 years old. I'm not
I mean,
super
shit, we
old,
struggling to set up a stream on Twitch. This is our third,
bro.
fourth try. We had 3 tries today before we got it working today. And we did
Man,
it 2
and
times before today.
man, and I'm on my phone. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm on my phone trying to make it happen, bro. Just because my
Yeah.
internet was fucking up, bro. But like at the same time, bro, like this is one cat, bro, that I work with, bro. Like smart ass dude, bro. And like that nigga know how to code, that nigga know how to hack, he know how to do a whole bunch of shit, bro. Like if he wanted to, bro, he could really scam motherfuckers, but he's just a genuine, all around good guy. He know how
Yeah.
to scam motherfuckers, bro. And I was talking to him, and I'm like, God damn, like it made me realize how, like I'm not, no, by all means, I'm decent with technology, but it made me realize like how advanced this younger generation is getting with technology. The fact that like
Mhm.
Rose said, he taught himself that like if he wanted to, he can hack into my job's computers and see everything and crash the whole system if he wanted to,
Damn.
bro.
Don't hack my
Like
phone. You're going to see nothing but Asian porn. That's all you're going to see on that motherfucker.
Asian and midget porn, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know about the midget porn, but shit. Now, okay,
But
you
yeah,
talking
bro.
about some stuff. I'm gonna tell you one more idea from a dude I knew from prison. I told you about the dude that did the feet finder, right?
Yeah.
He got a lot of money. I don't know how much money this other guy got, but I know it's a lot. We were locked up together, and he used to drive trucks. He had a CDL license, and he was locked up for a while actually. Like I think I knew him for about 9.5 years. He had did like 8 or 9 before I even met him. He got out right before I did. So I think he did like 18, 19 years. But he had his CDLs before he went to prison. He was telling me about how much money that he was making way back when. And he's saying now, he was like, look, bro, when I get out, I guarantee you I'm going to be a millionaire in 2 years after I get out. He said, I guarantee it. And I was like, look, bro, even if you on a high end of like 100,000 a year. If you on the high end of that, bro, that's $200,000 in two
Yeah.
years, bro. No, I said no. The math ain't math, and he was like, look, bro, I'm telling you, and he'll tell me what he was gonna do, and I was like, all right, bro. He was giving me the math. He just sitting there. He's studying. He's studying the trends. He's studying different companies, their contracts, what they pay, all of that stuff. He was like, in 2 years, bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a millionaire. And it's been about 5 years now since he been out. But the fact of the matter is, he did it. It took him almost 2 times longer than what he said it was gonna do. But what he did was he got out, got his CDL license back, and he got in a truck, and he didn't pay rent. He didn't have to pay mortgage. He didn't have to pay gas. He didn't have to pay none of that. The company paid for all the gasoline in the truck. What he did was he I got some bed and stuff in the back. He lived in the truck. Only thing he spent money on was for food or whatever it was, and to take a shower at truck stops. But for the whole first year, he spent no money, absolutely none. He just
Delayed
accumulated his check.
gratification.
Yeah, delayed gratification. He and then what he ended up doing was he bought a truck. Now he kept working in a company truck, driving the company truck, but he bought another truck. He put down the money for it, took out a loan, put down the money for it, and he put one of our homeboys we knew in prison. He got out. He paid for the man to take the CDL classes and all that stuff. He didn't put him on. He didn't try to get him hired him at the company that he was working for. He became a broker, so he kind of was like contacting companies, setting up loads for his truck, and having the dude go buy it. Well, he He did that for like 6 months, and then he bought another truck. So now he got two trucks. He quit working at his company. He was driving one truck, had our homeboy driving the other one. And then what he ended up doing was he hired another driver, which was another homeboy we knew from the penitentiary. He paid for his CDLs. He taught him how to do everything. He had both of these men driving trucks for him and both their trucks, and now he was a full-time broker. And then he got up to four trucks. He did that for like 4.5 years. He was like, bro, I'm making so much money. All I'm doing is sitting at the house on the phone, making sure they pick up a load here, they drop it off here, and I make sure they got a load somewhere around there where they're going, pick it up and take it in some direction close back to their house so that they can drop it off and then come home. He said, that's all I do. It don't take that long. He said, I'm making bank, bro. His net worth is over $1 million for sure by now. For sure. It didn't happen in the year or 2 years he said he was going to take, but it happened fairly quickly, bro. And that's all he do. He said, I think he's on like his 5th truck now. He's got like 5 drivers. The only drivers he hires are people he knew from the penitentiary. He waits till one of his homeboys get out that we knew from the penitentiary, someone he knows, like, look, yeah, you gonna have a hard time getting a job once you get out, but I got a job. He say, bro, I'll pay you $1,500 a week, bro. I'll pay you whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'll pay you top dollar. If you go to another company, they not gonna pay you starting off what I'm gonna pay you. I just need you to show up to work on time. I need to be able to trust you to drive my truck. And we all know each other. We can get time together. We know each other. If you spend time with someone locked in a room, locked in a closet or whatever you might call it for 4-5 years straight, you kind of get a good idea about who that person is. And he'll tell some people like, nah, look, I know you need to, but I don't trust you. I'm not gonna give you this $70,000-$80,000 truck I'm still paying on. He said, bro, I'm sorry, I can't help you out. But every now and then, bro, like someone we know get out, he'll put them on, bless their life, pay them like pay them the same amount of money that someone else working at a trucking company would have took them 20 years to accumulate. It took them 20 years of service to get that. He said, I'll pay you that, and I'll lose some money from the load, but I'm still making a profit. I'm not tripping. He said, I'm still paying the truck stop. I'm still whatever. And he ended up making a lot of money off of that. And now he said all he do is spend time with his wife, go to Arkansas Razorback games whenever he wants to and all that stuff. He say, man, this shit is simple, bro. He say, I'm making a killing right now doing this because trucking industry ain't gonna go nowhere ever.
Never.
Ever.
Logistics never going anywhere.
Yeah,
Import export. That's what America was built on.
Yeah.
Import export.
I thought that was crazy. I was one of the dudes. Once I got out, he tried to hit me up and put me on. But the thing about it was, like, he's operating out of Arkansas, and he was trying to tell me, like, look, bro, I'll put you through the school. I'll pay for you to get your CDLs. The only thing I ask is that when you drive my truck, I'm gonna have you sign a contract saying you're gonna work for me for 12 months. He said, I'm gonna pay for everything. You just gotta work for me for 12 months. He'll tell you what he's gonna pay you off top. There ain't gonna be no like I'm gonna do this for you and then we'll figure all the other stuff down. Nah, he said, I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm paying you good, bro. And he was telling me he'll have me driving routes in Dallas, which makes a lot of money. There's a lot of routes here. I told him no. I was like, I can't see myself driving a truck all day. I can't see that type of lifestyle for myself. I told him no. If I'd have said yeah, boy, I could have did what he did. You know what I'm saying? I could have.
On me, bro. And that go back, you know what I mean, to winning, building wealth, bro. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. You know the right people. I mean, you know, there's a saying that they say, you know what I mean, if you hang out with, you know, if you hang out with four broke people, you're gonna be the fifth one. You hang out with four millionaires, you're gonna be the fifth millionaire.
That's true.
Because you want to surround yourself with people who, it's okay to surround yourself with people that are doing better than you, because all it's going to make you do is strive and elevate yourself to get to their level, and as they're progressing, you're going to keep progressing. But it's hard to get to where you want to go when you hang out with people who aren't on your level or beneath you, not in a derogatory way, but beneath you, because you can't learn as much from them as you can learn from somebody who's already at the point you want to be at.
You know, and that's very important when it comes to progressing your life, progressing yourself, building wealth, whatever you want. You know what I mean? And also, I don't want people to think that being wealthy is just a monetary thing. It's not, because I know people making 40, $50,000 a year that are happier than people making $200,000, $300,000 a year. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You gotta find what you determine as wealth. Some people think they're wealthy and they're happy because they got a family and a support system behind them. You know,
Damn, DJ, we were doing so good. DJ two times, my nigga. We was doing so good, and then your stream cut out. I don't know if it started raining again, but chat. The subject we on is, I guess you could say, economics. You could talk about things that can help you progress as a person, things that can help you progress financially, monetarily in your life. Small things, big things. It doesn't matter. It's all things, right? So that's the subject we covering on. We covering on business. We covering on the fact that DJ, your mic ain't up. We covering on the fact that the more information you have won't make it go quicker, but it'll make it a lot easier, right? It may make it go quicker, in fact. But the more information you have, the more things that you know about the legal system and all of the structures that are set up will make it'll expedite. So essentially, it will make it go faster. It'll expedite how quickly you can multiply your money, right? So we covered
Yeah.
that subject, and then we also covered just different ideas, right? And we're gonna, I think, as a business segment on the podcast, I think we should all shoot a shot, like okay, a segment, all right, and then everybody ain't got to do one, but once an episode, maybe somebody comes up with the idea and say, just so we stay structured, we stay positive thinking on the thing. I say once every podcast, one of us comes up with another idea and says, all right, this is
Yeah.
another idea for a business, right? It can be something that we don't want to do, but maybe we do some research and say, this is what it is. Because I know financially, when I was researching, I was going into property, buying property and stuff, and I was in small businesses and large businesses. The, what the internet was telling me, the most profitable businesses in America are things that you wouldn't think about. They're adult care centers are the most
Yeah.
profitable businesses. Child care, laundromats,
Yep.
and the last one was real estate. If it was saying, and then it was saying you have over an 85% chance of your business succeeding if you go into a laundromat. So get a laundromat, buy some washers and dryers. 85% of the time, great odds. You want to take those odds all day. If you're in a
Yeah.
casino, and you have a 51% odds of winning, 51, so a 1% odd of beating the casino, you want to go all in. You want to put every penny you got, you want to put it over there. You got the advantage. So when you have an 85% success rate on laundromats, you want to invest in those. On children care, you want to invest in those. On elderly care, you want to invest in those. And then it was talking about things like vending machines and ATMs and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's
I looked at all that shit.
yeah, it's saying the success rate on these type of businesses are so high because it's a need that America has.
Yeah.
We always are gonna have elderly people. If you're alive, there's someone that gave birth to you, and there's someone that gave birth to them. There's someone that's gonna be old while everyone else has to work, and they need assistance. There's always gonna be a niche for a need for those things, for elderly, for children, right? If you have to work to support your child, then someone has to watch your child. And then laundry, there's always going to be people who can't afford washers and dryers. It's a simple fact, or whatever it is. It's a profitable thing.
And I'm actually glad you brought that up. That's going to go into another point that I have as far as when it comes to building wealth, because you don't have to build something from nothing. There's this website called Biz by Sell, BIZBUYSELL.com. You can literally buy an already operating business that somebody already built up, built a clientele, built a reputation, to where you can literally buy that business if you have the bread. And some of them do owner financing, to where you can pay a certain amount of money up front and then pay them the rest of the money throughout the time. But these are businesses that you can actually go into and you can buy and you can literally take over whatever the owner's making. Let's say the owner's cash flow is 120K and they own a trucking company or a FedEx company or a nail salon or a hookah lounge or a nightclub or whatever the case is, whatever your niche is that you want to be in. And, you have the money to put that money down. You can actually buy one of these businesses and literally take over the owner's, whatever the owner's making, and instantly walk into a successful business and make 100K plus, 80K plus, whatever the case is, whatever that cash flow is. But that will negate the fact of having to start something from nothing and have a startup to where you have the risk of failing because you don't have the clientele, you don't have the reputation, you don't have people coming into your shop. You can cancel all that out and buy an already operating business, so that goes into what I was saying earlier when it comes to building wealth, is having that information. A lot of people don't even know about that. A lot of people don't know about that website to where you can go do something like that. And that's something that I've also been looking into because like I said, I'm an entrepreneur by heart. I don't want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. I've been in sales for a long time. And one thing I realized about sales is, I might make some good money, but the person that's name on that building is making way more money than me. And all I'm doing is making them rich. I'm making other people rich while they're giving me crumbs. Yeah, it might seem like a lot to me, but to them, they're paying me crumbs based off of what I'm making them. And I realized that when it came to Ashley Furniture, bro. I used to sell furniture at Ashley Furniture, dog. And I made some good money at Ashley Furniture. I think one year, bro, in 3 months, I made about $35,000 in 3 months. Take home. Yeah. Selling furniture, bro. I mean, I'm cold with the words, bro, but selling furniture, bro, I made $35,000 in 3 months. And a little bit after that, I left there. I did some other shit, but I ended up working at this other furniture store that carried Ashley's furniture, but they sold it at a lower rate than what you buy when you go to Ashley's Furniture because their name's on the building. And it's the same set that I was selling over, that I got good selling, and I was selling over and over again. That was $6,000-$7,000 for the set. There, I was selling it for $3,000-$4,000, but we were buying it for like 2 bands. So that really opened my eyes up once I seen that, because I was managing that store. So I seen the back end shit. I was ordering this shit. I seen what we paid for it, which means that's exactly what Ashley paid for it because we was buying it from Ashley Furniture. So to see that kind of markup really opened my eyes to like, damn, these motherfuckers really getting over, because I'm selling the same shit that I was selling before for almost 40% less, 30-40% less than what I was previously selling it at, because I was at a smaller mom and pop shop to where they didn't need that big overhead to where they got this big ass building and all these bills that they gotta pay to where they gotta jack the prices up. They don't got the big Ashley's Furniture name that's known worldwide. Like if I told you the name, like I say Ashley Furniture, 97% of motherfuckers know what Ashley Furniture is. But I worked at a place called Midwest Clearance Center. Not too many people know what Midwest Clearance Center is, and it sounds like it's something that's going to be a cheap shop.
Right.
But
I don't think any shop, that's not a good PR thing. You should put clearance in the name. I don't think that's a good PR
but the thing
thing.
is that we were selling Ashley's Furniture.
Right. Yeah, you were selling top notch.
We were selling Ashley's Furniture
for a cheaper price. Yeah.
Right. So that's why they say clearance center, because it's almost like buying wholesale. Because like like I said, like one couch. It was called the Next Gen set. It was a really good set. I loved selling it because I knew I made a lot of money when I sold it when I worked at Ashley's Furniture. But for one couch at Ashley's Furniture, it was maybe about $3,500. At Midwest Clearance Center, I was selling that same couch for $1,200.
Yeah.
I used to tell motherfuckers, go to Ashley's Furniture, see what you like, come back and see me. I'll give you a way better price.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers that I used to work with used to call me and be like, bro, stop sending motherfuckers over here to come look at our furniture because we know they're going back to see you. Because they knew that's where I worked at. They knew I was managing that store. But I used to tell people, like, because we was a smaller store, so we couldn't have everything in stock. but majority of the shit I can order. As long as it didn't say Ashley exclusive or online only, I can order it.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell motherfuckers, yeah, go look at it, see if you like it. If you like it, come back and see me,
Yeah, take
and I'll
pictures
get it
of
for
it
you.
and come
I
back
ain't
to
even
me.
need no pictures, man. Give me the SKU, give me the stock number, and I can order that shit because it was the same SKU, same stock number. All that shit was the same, bro. It was just the difference of having Ashley's Furniture in Midwest Clearance Center.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing
Hey,
that, it made me realize, like, damn, these niggas really getting over and making all this bread. And then I look back, yeah, I might have made $35,000, you know what I mean, in 3 months. But at the same time, how much money did these niggas make?
Yeah, oh yeah, I guarantee you they making 2 times what you made off of it. Whatever they paid you, they made 2 times what.
2-3
Yeah.
times more than that. So now I'm making 30,000. Let's just, easy math, 30,000. They're making, 90,000 off of that. And it's crazy, bro. It's crazy when you look at that. So yeah, if you got the bread or you got mommy, daddy money, and you're trying to break out on your own, buy a business that's already operating. Take that bitch over, and you're going to automatically fall into some money, fall into some wealth, fall into financial freedom, fall into the lifestyle you want to be able to live without having to build something from the ground up. Because a lot of Ashley Furnitures are franchises anyways.
Right. That's correct. Hey, real talk. Let me say this. If anybody work at Ashley Furniture, if you're a manager, if you're CEO, somehow you see this, or whenever you do see this, listen, no disrespect. We're taking all endorsement deals. So as soon as y'all want to endorse us to endorse Ashley Furniture, we'll have your logo up. We'll tell everybody,
100%.
ain't no furniture better than Ashley Furniture. Now, you can get it somewhere else, but it won't be coming from Ashley Furniture. It's coming from someone else. Right, so we're taking all Ashley Furniture endorsement. But what you're saying is essentially what I was, a lot of people was telling me about when I was trying to go into real estate, buying houses and stuff. Like, at first there was the seller. They were talking about, yeah, we're selling this house. The only caveat is we have tenants in it already. It was a selling point, right? If you buy this thing, you already have the money coming in.
You already got cash flow.
My thought process initially was like, I don't know, right? Because what first of all, I want to see the house, and I don't want to come to a place that you're living in to inspect the house and see the condition of it and tell you, hey, you got to get out, you got to leave so I can do a thorough inspection of this house. I'm gonna have people come out here and tell me everything I need to do to this house, what's wrong, all of that stuff. And I always felt awkward about that situation. But they were saying, like, all of that stuff, like, you need to do it. But also, it's better to have a tenant in the apartment if you're already trying to wait on it. Because if you can buy a house, it goes through escrow, all of that stuff, it might be 6-7 months before you even get a tenant in there, right? It might be 8-9 months. Worst case scenario, it's a year plus. You're paying the mortgage on this house by yourself with no income coming in. And they're saying you don't want a situation like that, which was true. But also, like, I kind of felt like, I don't know, because it's hindering my capability. I want to buy the house and to make improvements on it. I want to build up the landscape. I want to replace some things so I can increase the rent on set amount house. And I wouldn't feel comfortable buying a property, increasing the rent on a family that's already been living there, and then telling them, well, if you're mad, you can move, right? I just personally, I'm a good person. I don't feel like that's the correct process to go about it. But at the end of the day, you're a businessman. You have to do what's beneficial for you. If you feel like I can improve this house and the quality of it goes up, therefore the amount of rent should be higher based on the improvements I made for this house. That's the thing that I should do.
Yeah.
So
and then that's a double-edged sword in itself, because in the same token, you can do that, get that profit from it, get that, get that home value. I mean, there's plenty of ways you can spin it. You could do a cash out refinance. If you have equity in there, you can do a cash out refi. You can do a HELOC loan to where you might not necessarily have to up the rent on these people, but now you have some kind of equity and you have cash flow to where you can take that money and put it somewhere else, and now you can build something else that's going to generate more money, you can build a more luxurious apartment complex or whatever the case is, to where now, okay, you started off with this, you came in with something that already had tenants, to where now you're getting automatic cash flow, and you
Mhm.
take that cash flow and reinvest it. Delayed gratification, you know what I mean? It might take you 2-3 years to rebuild this next spot, to where now you're getting that rented out. But if you do it right and you have the right kind of cash flow, that first property that you buy that's already rented out is going to pay for that second property, to where you don't have to come out of no more money out of your pocket. You just use your investments, and
Right,
now your
use
net
the
worth is
collateral.
growing. Right now
Mhm.
your net worth is growing, because now I have this apartment complex that's worth, $500,000, to where now my net worth show $500,000, to where now I can get a loan to buy me a new property, and I got $500,000 worth of collateral to put onto that new loan, to where I don't got to come out no money out of pocket. Now I do got to make sure this new property does well,
Mhm.
because if not, then yeah, of course, wherever I get the loan from, the bank's going to take my old property. But as
Right,
long as
I
I do
can lease
things
both
right,
properties.
right, but as long as I do things right and ethical, and I make the smartest move possible, I can
Mhm.
have other people paying for my investments. I mean, that's just like going to buy a house
Mhm.
and then you're renting that house out.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, the house is still mine technically, but my tenants are paying my mortgage, to
Mhm.
where, yeah, I might have put $20,000 down on this $200,000 house,
Mhm.
but the people that I'm renting it out to, that's renting it for 3 years, and then they move out, I move somebody else in. Somebody else is paying my mortgage for me. They're paying my mortgage down and building my equity for me, to where I don't have to come out no more money. I came out of $20,000. Now I got this $200,000 house that 4 or 5 years later is now worth $400,000, and now I got 200,000. I got maybe $500,000 in equity, because that house been paying down as the
Mhm.
value been going up. My
So
loan's
so
been going down.
so essentially, you're saying you would take $20,000 of your own money that comes from you, and a time gap's going to happen. So 15, 20 years down the road, that 20,000 initially for a $200,000 house has now grew doubled to
Yeah.
400,000. Let's say it grows less than that. Let's say it only grows from like 200 to 220,000 because the initial down payment was 20,000. You essentially got $200,000 for free in 10 years, right?
Yeah. Well,
So I
yeah.
got to put $220,000 in 10 years. You paid off the whole whatever y'all. You're renting, but you're paying my mortgage off, and eventually the longer I rent it, eventually the house is going to get paid off. And from a $20,000 investment, I now have an entire house valued at over $200,000. Only thing I had to do was just make sure everything that was broken gets fixed or whatever it is, and make sure you pay on time. That's all I had to do, and let time
Oh,
pass. Just
and
let the
make sure it
months go
stay
by.
rented.
Yeah, make sure tenants are still in there. If someone leaves, I put someone else in there, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, as time goes by, I'm multiplying my money 10 times, right? If I'm putting
Yeah.
a 10%, even a 20% down payment of the house, if you don't get a good loan or
Yeah.
whatever it is, you're still in the long run going to multiply that money almost 10 times what it's worth.
Yeah. I mean, put it like this, you know what I mean? And this is where you got to shift your mindset, is that, let's say somebody gave me $100,000 and was like, go invest in real estate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't take that $100,000 and be like, okay, I'm gonna go buy this house cash, or I'm gonna go buy a $200,000 house and put $100,000 down. That would be stupid. I'll take that $100,000 and I'll go buy multiple properties and use that $100,000 as down payments for those multiple properties,
Okay.
and then I would rent those properties out,
Mm-hmm.
to where, okay, let's say I got 100,000, or $100,000, and I use $10,000 to put down payments on 10 different properties,
Right. So
and
now
then I rent.
your net worth would be almost around $1 million, but your initial investment is 100,000, right?
Yes, yes. Now you're
Exactly.
picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah,
I see.
exactly. Exactly. And then at the same time, if I can, maybe I got a little bit of money left over, to where I can hire a property manager to make sure my shit's rented out at all times. So now I got people paying these 10 houses down
Mm-hmm.
without me having to come out no more money.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm building equity, I can use that equity to go buy more property and more property. That's how they do it. They use their equity to buy property. They don't spend more money on property. Not all debt is bad debt. You know what I mean? Some debt is good debt. You got to figure out how to accumulate good debt. You know, buying
This country
houses.
is founded on debt. This whole country,
Yeah.
the United States of America, is founded on debt. It could not operate without
Yeah.
debt. Couldn't.
Buying soil and houses, bro. That's one thing that's an appreciating asset. It's different between appreciating and depreciating assets. Houses are appreciating assets at all times. You got to think about it like this. Even buying land, it's a good idea because you got to think. Land is one thing that we cannot make more of. Once land runs out, it's gone. So if you buy 5 acres, they can't make another 5 acres. So if everything around it gets bought up and now you just have that 5 acres of bare land and somebody wants to develop on that 5 acres, they're going to pay you some good money for your 5 acres because they can't just go make more land. Land is one thing that we cannot manufacture. We can't get more land. Once it's gone, it's gone. So that's why stuff like, because that was another thing I wanted to do. I was going to just buy land and hold it. Maybe not build on it, just hold it. Buy land in like a developing area.
Okay.
Like let's say there's a big construction place that's, buying up all this land and building on it. Well, if I buy 3, 4, 5 acres within that land and they bought everything surrounded, then at some point they're going to run out of land to build on. And if they want to develop some more, well, now they need my land. And they're going to pay me a good amount of money for my land, more than what I paid for it, because they want my land to continue their developing. That's why there's people in like for instance, Mexico. Yeah, I mean, there's people that own land in Mexico to where eventually the government comes by and they're like, or not even just Mexico, just anywhere. People that have big farmlands and stuff like that. The government sometimes come by and say, hey, we want to put wind turbines on your land and we'll pay you, $10,000 per wind turbine that we put on your land. Well, this land I already own. You want to put 100 wind turbines on my land at $10,000 a pop, and then you're going to pay me, a monthly stipend or whatever the case is for using that land.
Oh yeah, you set up real good.
Come on, man. And the only reason why I know about that is because when I was in California, I knew somebody who grandpa owned land in Mexico. And that's exactly the kind of opportunity that was presented to him. Now their grandpa passed or whatever the case is, but that was the type of opportunity that was presented to him from the government that was going to put wind turbines on their land, and they were going to pay them per turbine that they put on their land, and then they was going to pay them per monthly for having that land, for using that land for their wind turbines. Because you can't make more land. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right.
So land and real estate is probably one of the most promising investments ever. Like, I mean, you look at the old people that bought their house back in the 70s for, maybe 60, 70, 80, 100 grand. That's now today worth $400,000 because they can't make more. And then even so, if you buy the land and then you sell, you can buy the land and you can have people build on it, but they don't own the land. They own the plot, yeah, but they don't own the land, because when you buy land and you own basically surface level and down and surface level and up, going all the way up into space.
Okay. I see.
So if I buy a piece of land and I put a house on it, I don't only just own the land, I own the house. I own everything from that little plot that I own down. So let's say they found oil down there. That's my oil. If, going up into space, let's say they found something in the airspace that they need, something that's only in that airspace, that's mine. I own that. And you can come buy my house that I have on my land, but you don't own the land itself. You own the house, but you don't own the land and what's under it. You don't own the land and what's over it. You only own that house.
That's one of the problems I was having out here when I was trying to jump initially into real estate. when I was trying to buy property, when I was trying to buy land and a lot of stuff, people wanted to sell the land and they wanted to sell the housing on the land. But for some reason, there's some thing they don't want to sell the mineral rights. They don't want to sell the fact like if oil is ever found on this land, as acres of land I'm trying to buy, it does not belong to me. I have a problem with that. I'm not giving you extra money on a hope there's oil. I'm just trying to build the land for my benefit, for my idea, for my thought process of what I want it, what I see the potential of it could be. Now, if there's ever gold found or oil, or if there's ever pine trees there that I want to cut down and resell or whatever it is, I feel like that's my right as the owner of the land, and I'm not trying to disperse with, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like somebody's parents pass down the land and the property to their 3 kids. Well, 2 of them wants to sell it, and so you go and try to buy it, and all of a sudden you have to buy property insurance or seller's insurance, whatever it's called, just in case that third one has a problem with it. Just because, like, legally I bought it, I gave you the money, it should belong to me, but because it was passed down to 3 people and not 2, and the 2 people were selling it, that one person can refuse, and now I own nothing. And I have to take you to court to give you my money back. If you spend it and you have nothing, well, you still own the land. I can't sue you for it because it's still owned by a third party. I can only try to recoup my money if you haven't spent it. And so that's the thing. Like, I feel like it's like scammers out here a lot. You have to be careful, honestly. I know you said you don't follow college sports and stuff like that, but can I bring up a sports topic? Do you think you'll be able to fuck with it, or you want to change it to something else?
I mean, I might not know too much about it, but you can bring it up.
All right. Colorado Buffaloes win. They improved to 7-2. They are coached by Deion Sanders. Prime time. Hands down, undisputed. The absolute best DB in the history of the NFL. This is the first time, not this week, but last week, the Colorado Buffaloes have been bowl eligible, and I can't remember how many years, maybe like 10 or 12. He has came here and flipped the script. Now, remember, at first, Deion Sanders was not given a chance to play in Division I football. He had to go to a HBCU to become the head coach. Then he had to play well, go to the Colorado Buffaloes, turned, I think it was a 2-win team or a 4-win team, and now they are 7-2 in his second year. He has a Heisman candidate in Travis Hunter, and his son is looking like the best quarterback in college football. I'm super excited for Deion Sanders. I can't wait to see how the season plays out. Now, remember, chat, this is an expanded playoff season, the first year of it. So there's going to be more than just 4 teams. There's going to be more than just Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, and throw in somebody else, right? More than, okay, Cincinnati gets in and gets their ass kicked, or Oklahoma gets in and gets their ass kicked. This is going to be an expanded college football season, and this is a great opportunity for Deion Sanders. His team is now currently ranked 21st with this win and some more upsets. Hopefully this week they can progress up, and they have an easy schedule the rest of the year. They should win out. They should go and finish the season with 2 losses, and I do believe they will be a playoff team, and I do believe Deion Sanders will have an opportunity, one, for Travis Hunter to win the Heisman, and also for his son to play against better teams and become what I believe should be the number 1 overall pick next year. Do you have any thoughts about Deion Sanders? Do you have any thought about college football? Do you have any thoughts about NIL deals? Because all of these kids are getting paid millions, M's, big M's, to go and play college football at 17, 18, and 19. Any thoughts on this?
I don't really have any thoughts on it, but I will say this. I'm really glad to see college sports starting to pay the athletes. Because I know, in the past, they couldn't take endorsements. They couldn't really get paid. And everybody running the broadcasting and running the sports channels, they were making all the money off of basically exploiting these kids on doing something that they love. So I am really glad to hear that now the college athletes, the collegiate athletes, are starting to get paid, for for going out there, especially when it comes to football. That's one of the most brutal sports and the
Oh, yeah.
most physical sports that we have, that we love. You know, next to hockey, that's one of the, probably the one. Actually, I feel like that's probably the more physical, brutal sports that we have, where a lot of people are getting injured, not making it to the next level, off of off of career-ending injuries. So I'm glad to see that these kids are actually getting paid now to be able to do what they love, just in case, you know, they don't make it to the next level. So I really don't have much thoughts on I really could care less about college football, you know, not to be like that. I know that's something you care about, and that's all good. I personally
Live
don't
for it.
care. Yeah, I personally don't care about it, but I am happy to see that these kids are now getting paid, and, you know, getting endorsements X, Y, and Z, you know, for doing what they love, to not only set them up to go to the next level, but even if they don't make it to the next level, or, you know, they don't desire to go to the next level, playing in the NFL, that, you know, they at least got something to go back on, something to back them up. So I am really happy to see that. I do know Deion Sanders, though, one of the coldest motherfuckers to ever do it. You know what I mean? Showtime, prime time, you know what I mean? Bro's nice with it, you know what I mean? I know there's a lot of hype behind college football, and, you know what I mean? I'm definitely excited to see where it comes. I do try to catch a game here and there, but, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that's something that I'm gonna glue myself to. But I am happy to see that. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
glad
a
you brought
huge,
that up, though. You know what I mean? Definitely we gonna count on you for the sports updates and shit like that.
absolutely. No, this is actually big news in the sporting world. This is huge news. Absolutely.
I believe
And
it.
I'm a huge college football fan. I'm a big pros fan as well, but more so college, right? Because college, you're actually that uh it's a point in these young men's life where they don't know what's on the other end. When you're in the NFL, you're guaranteed money. You got a contract, you're guaranteed. You're going to be fine. In college, you can be a 5-star receiver, run a 4.1, 4.2 40, one of the fastest people in the world. Guess what? You're one hamstring pull away from never pursuing your career.
Never seen the
Going
other
to
side.
college, and in your first year, your freshman year, you play great. Sophomore year, you get hurt early on. You're out the whole sophomore year. Junior year, trying to come back, but you're still rehabbing. And then now all of a sudden, the scouts, they have questions. They want to inspect you. You were going to project to be a first-round draft pick. Now you've fallen towards the end, like the end of the draft, right? Or the bottom of the second, or whatever it is. And now you know the guaranteed money ain't going to be that much. You're not even guaranteed to make the roster. So now you try to go back to college and prove like, oh, I can do it. I'm going to give you one more year. I'm going to show you I'm better. And then you get hurt again. It's a physical sport. Football,
Yeah.
one of the only sports in the world where somebody is getting hit every single play, even if it ain't the person with the ball. The quarterback might get the ball, throw the ball to the receiver who's wide open, and the receiver runs into the touchdown, doesn't get hit. Well, guess what? There's offense and defensive linemen that are colliding. They are men. They are one man is saying, "You not gonna get back here, and I will stop you from getting back here with every breath, every ounce of strength, everything I've got. You not coming back here." And the defense say, "Like hell, I'm sacking the quarterback. I'm stopping this play." And it's a collision every single play. It's if you're a fan of football, you understand, you respect the artiste and the craftsmanship that these big men play with, trying to play like they're light on their toes, like they're not really 350 pounds. They're trying to play like they're 220, right? So I love the sport, but when it comes to college football, these kids are one injury away from never pursuing their goal. They can be the best player in the world and not make it, and then you can have a mediocre player that ends up getting drafted super high because everyone else got hurt, or because he understands fundamentals while everyone else understood, I need to get my face out here, I need to get on some highlight reels, right? And so I don't know. I think college football is that much more fun to watch. But when I watch professional football, when I watch the NFL, when I watch the teams that I like in the NFL, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but right now they trash. So I'm watching every Cowboy game, but I'm not like watching optimistic that we're gonna win. I'm watching as fandom. But when I watch other teams, I watch the teams for specific players that I used to watch in college and see how they translate to the pros. But college, man, I don't know. Shout outs to Dion. If you ever see this, man, I'm proud of you, bro. Coming from, first of all, coaching at a HBCU, which is historically black college university, however the acronym is broke down, but it's a historically black college. Going to coach there, and people can say whatever they want to say about HBCUs, but essentially they don't get the spotlight like Alabama and Georgia and Clemson and A&M and Texas and all of these places. Any team in the SEC, right? All of these, they don't get the spotlight. They get overlooked. So he went and coached there first, and then he moved up to Division I. It's not like he went straight into it. In fact, when he first tried to get into coaching, he got denied. He started coaching high school, I think, or little leagues, whatever it was, and then he got his first opportunity at Jackson State and did very well. And then he got a chance at Colorado, and it's been looking up ever since. So super proud of him, and proud of his son. It's looking like he's going to be the #1 overall draft pick, and it's some big shoes to fill in. First of all, your father's the greatest. His nickname is Prime Time. He's the greatest DB in the history of football. There's not a cornerback ever better than him, and nobody can argue with me. And first of all, him playing with the talent that he has and the ability to go #1 overall is just crazy to me. Like, I don't know, like when you look at Michael Jordan and his sons didn't even come close to being pros and stars in the NBA. When you look at Shaq and his sons, like, I'm not disrespecting Shaq's son, but they're not on Shaq's level, right? Not even close. When you look at LeBron and Bronny, LeBron just got cut from the Lakers squad and got sent to the G League. And then Bronny said he put out some type of thing where he's only playing home games in the G League. He's not getting on any planes and playing away games. So anytime he's in the G League and there's a away game, he's just not showing up. Like, it's not, first of all, I don't believe, Bronny, you were good enough to even get drafted. So this is news to me, like saying, oh, you ain't taking this seriously. You ain't trying to get better. You ain't trying to make a roster. So when you see those things and you look at it, I don't know, I'm just pretty proud of Dion, man.
Yo.
And he took a back seat after his pro career, and he started working as commentating on Fox and NFL Network or wherever he was at. He would quit jobs just so he could be there for his children, so he can raise his children. He coached his children their whole life. In little league, in high school, in college. He coached them their whole life. So big shout outs to them, man. He was the best NFL player he could be. He's a great father and has been the best father he can be, and he coached his sons to be good men. So shout out to Prime Time. And so that's our sports segment of the day.
Oh yeah, and that was your sports updates with Forever Young. We appreciate that, my boy. We appreciate that, my boy. I do want to say something. I had something to say. I'll be honest. I smoke weed. I forgot what I was gonna say, but it was gonna be good and it was gonna be important.
It's still good.
And it was gonna be relevant to what was happening. But I can't remember what I was gonna say. But definitely appreciate that sports update. We're definitely gonna have more to come, man. That definitely just put a click in my mind. We're gonna have to at least take one episode to have some sports update with Forever Young, man, because he's really in tune with that, and I really appreciate that. That was a nice little break from all that nice serious shit we was talking about. You know what I mean? But definitely, like I said, man, this is going to be a podcast about a little bit of everything, man. You know, we're really open to conversation. I think with our three minds put together, I know Red has been a screen right there, but with our three minds put together, I think we can have some really great conversation, really engaging conversations. We just ask you guys to participate with us. Give us some topics. We got lots. Is that Tinker?
That's Tinker.
Oh, Tinker, I miss Tinker, G. That was one of the sweetest pit bulls I'd have never met in my goddamn life, bro. I
promise you she is.
I promise you, man. Well, yeah, man. Shit, we've been on this motherfucker for a long time, G.
We have, man. We have. You ready to get off?
Yeah. We're gonna have to wrap it up. My wife done popped in here a couple times. She was texting me. I'm like you, bro. I work a lot of hours, G. I work 50, 60 hours a week. I don't really get to spend time with the fam and shit like that. So, but I definitely wanted to make sure I took some time out of my day to do this because you know what I mean. This is something that eventually I'm hoping that we get to a point to where you know we can do this more often. To you know what I mean, and we ain't got to work these hours like we do now. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm just like you. I'm a workaholic, man. I go to work. I work for 12 hours. I come home and I keep working. You know, I never stop working because I just feel like the money don't sleep, so neither should I. You know what I mean? I do need sleep just for my health's sake, but if I didn't have to, I wouldn't sleep. You know what I mean? Because
right.
there's so much shit to do. There's not enough time in the day to really accomplish your goals. You know what I mean? And the most successful people that lost out on a lot of sleep, made a lot of sacrifices to get to where they needed to be able to provide a life for their family and themselves to where they could be comfortable. So,
Yeah.
other than
Hey,
that,
real,
man, what's up?
let
Go
me
ahead.
say this real quick. Real talk. This is what I think we should do. We should start shouting out fake endorsement deals until we get some real ones.
Bet.
Like right out off topic, we gonna be like, let's
Yeah,
do a
this was
segment on
endorsed by
geek.
Manscaped.
No, like
Manscaped.
what is this? Geek Bar? Can you see that?
Oh,
Geek Bar.
yes, sir. I'm already here.
So we gonna have okay, we right there. Geek Bar. Geek Bar moment of the day, and we talk about some like geeky shit, like something tagged off of or Axe body spray. Like what's the finest whatever, you know what I'm saying? Until we finally like do some funny shit, and it's clearly gonna be like comical, right? Not serious, but until we get an actual endorsement deal, until something actually come through, so we can have a segment like you know how different places, you know. I think it could just be like one of those things. It's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
for sure. We're gonna be working on it, man. Like I said, this is still a work in progress. This is our first official live stream that we did. The first one
you'll
we
see some
did
other ones,
with
but they
some
had
technical,
glitches and delays. But this is number
yeah,
one.
yeah, some technical difficulties. I think the first really good one we had, we couldn't hear Red's mic. So this is our first official. Even this one, man, you know, it was storming out here, so I had some internet issues and shit was running slow, but I tuned in from my phone, then my phone died, so I hopped back on my computer. But we making it work, you know what I mean? I mean that's what it's about, you know what I mean? One thing about me, I'm gonna make it happen regardless, you know. But you know, let's go ahead. We're gonna wrap this up, man. You know what I mean? I've been DJ 2 times. Y'all been great. This been my co-host Forever Young. I also got Red Reaper Blades. He had to go to work, but he's still with us, man. Tune in, like, subscribe,
Follow.
share, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, friends. We trying to make this happen.
We will have a platform coming soon, so we will ask like if you like and follow and subscribe and all of that stuff right now, please be prepared. We'll have a Inner Circle platform that we want everyone to follow. We don't want dispersed people following my Twitch channel and Red's Twitch channel and Red and Facebook and TikTok and all of those things. We're gonna make a singular platform, even if it's multiple platforms, but it's gonna be called the Inner Circle. So just give us time, bear with us. We'll have it coming. We're gonna clip some content, all the best moments. Please drop a comment, things that you like. We're gonna clip it and post it, and hopefully we can get interaction. We can get people to follow the channel. So absolutely.
And you know, and I'm gonna say this one piece. You know, I'm glad we're doing this. You know, what's crazy is that how my mind work, man. I come up with so many ideas all the time, and this Inner Circle podcast is actually something that I came up with like maybe a year or so ago. I came up with the name The Inner Circle. I made up a intro. I made a beat for it, for an intro and shit like that. So you know, I'm glad to see this coming full circle, and you know, I'm really happy that we're actually putting our best foot forward and actually doing something with it. You know, and that just goes to show anybody out there, you know what I mean? If you have an idea, a dream, never let it die. You know what I mean? You never know when it's going to come back full circle. It might not make sense at that time when you want to start it, but as long as you stay persistent and keep that idea alive, you know, it can always come back full circle. And that's exactly what's going on right here. So I'm really excited to see where this is going to take us. And even if it takes us nowhere, you know what I mean? I enjoy coming on here with my peoples. Like I said, I've known these guys for a very long time, and I'm the person. I got all sisters. I don't have any brothers, and these are my brothers right here. So, you know, I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. But other than that, I need to go spend some time with my wife. We're finna hit this bottle and turn the fuck up if I fall
Yo,
asleep.
I've been
'Cause I've been at
drinking this
work.
whole time. My sister
Me
filled
too.
this whole thing up with
Me
a
too.
Crown, and then filled this one up with ice. And
Yeah.
I'm just pouring it. I'm just like, man, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
turned over here. I was struggling to function this last 45 minutes. I'm like, damn, I
On
need to
me.
bring up some topics because I'm running out. I'm getting lost in the sauce.
On me. And I
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. Like I said, man, we all got different roles in here, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do the whole host thing. I got my boy Forever Young. He's gonna be coming up with the topics, sports updates, things of those nature. Red Reaper Blades, he's more on the social media aspect of things. So he's gonna be running our social media. He's gonna be making sure we're up and running, making sure everything's cohesive through and through. So you know, we're a lot of moving parts going around, but we're all gonna come together as one. And you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm really excited to see how this is going to go. Also, tune in. We're going to go live again tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. We don't know
Tomorrow.
exactly when. I'm gonna have Red
Uh,
Reaper Blaze since he has probably
Yeah.
more followers than most. Well, I don't know. Forever Young got a bunch of followers too.
I
But
got more followers for sure. I
yeah,
got
yeah. Well,
around
I ain't,
like 10,000.
okay. Well, I ain't got that many followers, so I'm gonna have them handle that notification thing, letting you guys know exactly what time we're gonna go live. We don't know exactly when yet, but we're gonna figure out a time. We're gonna work together and make it happen. But tomorrow, we're going live. Tune in. Like I said, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. I hope you guys have fun with us tonight, as much as we had fun communicate with each other and doing this podcast. Other than that, I really don't have nothing else to say. Once again, we've been the inner circle, and y'all been great. If y'all tune in later on, like I said, let us know what we can do to improve. We're open to constructive criticism. You know, it's all love around here. So, other than that, man, we're gonna close it out. If Forever Young, you got anything else you need to say, my boy?
Yeah, no, the only thing I can say is follow my Twitch channel, Forever Young 23, playing some pretty big tournaments tomorrow. If you
Yo.
follow my Twitch channel or Facebook channel, which is Layman Poker, LaymanPoker, I only post videos on those two platforms for poker content. I'm a what I would call a semi-professional poker player. I would be a professional poker player if I had a larger bankroll, but you know, my money is tied up into my stinginess, so I don't like spending a lot of money. I prefer to pay. But tomorrow I'm playing some pretty large guaranteed tournaments. Lock in, follow. Would love to see you guys at the final
What
table.
time you
tuned
playing?
in.
What time you playing?
So I'm gonna try to hop in early. I'm gonna try to hop in around 12. Usually there's like a 4-hour open registration, so around 4 o'clock registration should close. Around 6 o'clock should be the final table if I'm lucky enough to make it that far. Great poker player. Come hang out with me. Come drop comments. Come sweat with me. Come, whatever it is. We're gonna try to go for a huge cash tomorrow, and I'm going to be starting a series, guys. I'm going to be starting a series. I'm going to do a 1K to 10K challenge. So I'm going to have $1,000. Let me know if you want me to divide it up between online poker player or live poker player. But I'm going to be honest, 1K at live poker is like one buy-in. So maybe I'll divide it up. Maybe I might have to do a 2K to 20K challenge, whatever it is. But I think for the first post, I'm going to keep posting, and I'm gonna play and I'm gonna make clips and post them to my social medias. But we're gonna do a 1K to a 10K challenge. I'm going to take $1,000 from my bankroll and try to make it to $10,000 off of that 1K. So I'm gonna have clips of it. I'm gonna have updates. I'm gonna have hand replays. I'm gonna tell you my thought processes between each spot, why I'm doing what I'm doing. So stay with me, tune in. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be amazing. And who doesn't like 10xing their money? So that's the challenge, 1K to 10K.
Yeah. Also, man, if you want to learn how to play poker, make sure you follow that man. He gonna drop you. He gonna give you tips and tricks on shit that he do, man. That's one thing about us. We don't like to gatekeep knowledge, man. We don't like to gatekeep because you know what? gatekeeping is only hating in my eyes. You know what I mean? We want to see everybody win. We want to see everybody progress, and that's really what this is about. You know what I mean? Even if we don't do nothing with it, if we can help somebody else, I mean, we're gonna get the same amount of joy as if it was with us. You know what I mean? As much as we'd like it to be with us, you know what I mean? We receive the same amount of joy. So make sure you go check out Lemon Poker tomorrow. He's gonna let you know when he's gonna go live. Check him out. Even if you pop in real quick, say hi, drop a comment. I'm sure that's going to mean a lot to my boy. Me, I'm not really big on the social medias. I'm gonna let them handle that. You know what I mean? I'm just here for the ride. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna get a piece of the pie regardless. You know what I mean? But other than that, as I mentioned before, I'm your host DJ 2 times. You know what I mean? It's Forever Young on the line too. Red Reaper Blades ain't here, but he's been with us in spirit. He gonna watch the video later, see what he missed out on. He not really in on that investment knowledge and shit like that, like me and him is. But either way, I know he'd like to join in on it, but we will be live tomorrow, so make sure y'all check us out. We'll drop y'all, let y'all know, notify y'all before we go live. But other than that, y'all be easy.
I'll holler at you. What's
Hi, Young.
What 3? All right, dog.
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
log out in the stream from Rello. Shit.
All right, bro.
All
I'm
right,
finna
bro.
log out too. Yup.
Yup. Let's check out this chat. Oh, y'all, you was listening to us?
A long time.
Yeah, we was on there. We had well, it's still live now, but I'm just gonna read through some chats real quick before I exit out. It say Brian Potter on there, Bunny Rumpkin. I love this. Vampires all the way. I'm all for witches. Team Dracula. Okay. Big sis in the chat. Let's go. Jordan Grant, Samantha, DJ. Okay. Rello say he should have called off of work so he could stay on. No, we not calling off of work. Never calling off of work, chat, to do this. So I'm gonna end the stream.